something I've done so many times. Trying to keep my head high while everybody's dancing. 'Cause I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. Since you took hold of my broken heart, just like a miracle. You're the angel, the one I've been waiting for. You're the angel, the one that pulled me out of the dark. You're the angel. You're the angel. Letting go of the past, I can never understand. So many questions, why? Well, everybody's dancing. 'Cause I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one. Since you took hold of my broken heart, just like a miracle. You're the angel, the one I've been waiting for, waiting for. You're the angel, the one that pulled me out of the dark. Oh, I've been waiting for, waiting for. The one that pulled me out of the dark. You're the angel. You're the angel.
I see you dying to change, trying to undo the pain. Habits you're trying to break, 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 but they don't ever let you escape. Ain't no way to erase, can't get out your own way, way, way. I've been there 1,000 times and I never thought I'd see the light, no surrendering. Don't wave the white, 'cause we're born to fight the fight. Your armor will give you the faith to run through the flames. Armor remains till the shadow
Made too many promises, I won't go back on them, no. Girl, we gotta work it out right now. I swear I'll make you love again, I'll make you love again, yeah. If it's the last thing that I say, I make sure I say it the right way. If it's the last thing that I do, I make sure that I get through to you. If it's the last thing that I do, I make sure that I get through. Make sure that I get Gotta work it out somehow. I made too many promises, I won't go back on them, no. Girl, we gotta work it out right now. I swear I'll make you love again, I'll make you love again, yeah. If it's the last.
Hello, everybody. It is Cracked Media MultiVersus Singles number 14. Today, me, myself, Quang, am joined with Juice. How you doing, Juice? How's the day going? How's your week been?
Week's been real juicy. Days going even juicier. Can't complain. Feeling good. Ready for some action.
I'm feeling the love. Last week we had, I don't think it's his first time winning,
It's not.
but it's been a minute. And when we have new winners, it's really hard to not pay attention all of a sudden. Mott's winning over the competition. We had Gritaku taking 5th. We had Return of the Iron Giant making our top 8.
Yeah.
Return of Spike in the top 8.
Yeah.
The top 2, Spike is a character I feel like I haven't seen in a minute, especially at these tournaments. But also the Harley main themselves, Mott's, once again taking it. How you feeling about Harley?
I mentioned it last week before the tournament started. I saw the patch notes. I was like, Harley got buffs. This means Mott's gonna go off. And sure enough, it's exactly what happened. So yeah, man. I mean, as a Harley player myself, I'm never gonna complain with Harley buffs ever. She's not broken. Okay. She's
I
totally
mean, as an Arya main, I will complain about Arya buffs.
fine.
Especially when they're like so singles focused, right?
Yeah.
Arya might need a little bit of tweaking here and there in doubles, maybe. But she doesn't need any more buffs. In fact, I think I said it last week. I think I'm the last Arya to run a fucking Airwalker. I don't think anyone does anymore because you don't need it. You don't need it. Might as well just get something that actually boosts your stats up. But anyways, we do have another stacked tournament here today.
Indeed.
If we're looking at the just overview here, Anthos, Mott's returning, Gritaku, Whoa, it's Bobo, Carrie, Moises, Califox, just to name a few. A lot of returning guests that showed promise, didn't quite make it up into that top 8, like Malignant Auto, Sana, Shaft Nizzle.
Yeah, I'll also seeing Christopher's here as well.
Christopher's
On the LeBron. Yeah, definitely. As always, players
Ooh.
that definitely know how to show out. So it will take a little bit of time to maybe it'll take a few more tournaments to kind of really get more accommodated to how thick the competition is and
I
can
think
be.
I think it's I've been saying this to our other commentator, my love, my joy, CJ Zephyr. Uh that he should join one of these tournaments. But when's the return of the juice?
Return
When we
of the Jews. Hell no, never. Juice is staying his ass right here in the caster's chair.
uh,
I've said it before. I've ran into a few people, on in ranked, a
yeah.
few people who are in these tournaments, and it's a good reminder. I am where I'm supposed to be. So, you know,
I,
that's just as happy.
chat, let this be a reminder to you that Juice has a bad mindset. You can always get better. Anthos is human. Mots is human. TF carries. Chris, they're all humans. They can lose.
Yeah,
We've seen it
definitely,
happen.
definitely.
We don't need to be weak like this individual to my left.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Okay, it it's the level of effort that it takes to get to that point. It's like, am I going to take the time and transfer it here, or am I going to spend it doing other things like playing other games from time to time? I'm not gonna say
Sure.
any names, but it's just sometimes you just get put in a headlock by other things, and it
Yeah,
just
for sure.
uh, you
But
know.
the two people we're going to talk about today, right now,
Oh yeah.
putting their lives on the line,
Oh yeah.
Soy Tony and Christopher's. It
Oh
looks
yeah.
like Christopher's. That's the Beetlejuice. Also a phenomenal Beetlejuice player. Maybe flexing the Beetlejuice. The LeBron wasn't really showing up. Got called to a different game. Got some prior arrangements.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
But
Back to his game tonight.
Tom and Jerry showing up, tag teaming. Uh, Beetlejuice. I think this is the first time we're seeing Beetlejuice on stream,
Yes.
if I recall correctly.
Yeah.
And
I-
it might be also. I'm hearing that it might be some prediction, not wanting to play the LeBron against the Tom and Jerry. Doing that 50-50 game in the select, and it is paying off early with an early 50% onto the Tom and Jerry. Honestly,
yeah. Tom and Jerry is something that we haven't seen too often.
Yeah.
However, in the right hand, Tom and Jerry can be quite annoying. If you really know how to use that pogo stick to your advantage, and also use the projectiles as well as we might see. Nope, we're not going to see it. Well, as we almost saw, you can really have a pretty troubling time here.
yeah, Tom and Jerry not being in a great place for a lot of this game's history. They did get some nice buffs in the last patch. Unfortunately, losing that first stock to the Beetlejuice. But it really shows a lot when you stop your aggression just to take out the Jerry. Tom by himself, not too annoying, but when Jerry's on the field, ready to ricochet, ready to bounce back, ready to control the stage, you kind of want to lose your mind a little bit. But Christopher doing a good job getting that first stock. Tom just trying to swing and find anything, get a little bit of purchase as this lead is widening slowly but surely.
There are combos that you can definitely chain together if you are placing Jerry in the right spot.
Yeah.
But in this situation, it seems like Christopher knows this very well, and it's not going to give Soy Tony the opportunity to do so. Oh, but he manages to get the neutral air.
That was a call out. Oh my god. Just a raw neutral air in the middle of the stage. Oh my god. This is a spot that's really hard for Tom, honestly. Just over and over again, we have. I was gonna say over and over again, you just keep getting trade hits and trade hits, but you don't really find anything past that. Now, LeBron doesn't have as good as projectiles or a good of time dealing with projectiles as the Beetlejuice here. But really, the thing that Tom and Jerry have a really hard time doing is killing. Their kill setups are so reliant with Jerry being on the field, making sure that you're caught in between those bounces to make sure that Tom can get into the right place to land those big hits. But we see Christopher just taking a casual 20, knowing that it's not that big a deal. He can return that damage pretty easily as long as he kind of gets away from the dynamite, gets away from the paddle balls. Oh, but this game is starting off a little bit different. Tom's getting his start off in the game, putting Christopher's into the corner and chasing him down. Doing a good job of jumping over all of the ground pressure, though. 85 damage on the Beetlejuice. That pan would have destroyed him.
Yeah. I mean, this is a situation where we're seeing Jerry stay on the field more, and as a result, well, the advantage was going in favor of Soy 20 for a second, but now. So whenever you don't have Jerry, you know, the dynamite is a really good play just to kind of keep good space. Yeah, I mean, the cheese trap is also great as well. You know, if someone is gonna try to get inside him, it's kind of like Harley's Jack in the Box. Yeah, that dash attack there from Beetlejuice is so strong. And so I mean, it is a good idea. You know that. Okay, well. In that case, caught another neutral there. But it's a good idea that Chris as he catches the bait and literally gets baited off of the map here. I mean, like as you said, LeBron doesn't have the greatest time against Tommy Jerry. The speed, LeBron just doesn't have it like Tommy Jerry does. He'll just get juggled by a counter kick the whole game.
Yeah, I mean, you can see that Beetle just has the luxury of just dashing attacking through Jerry. But the hard part right now is that Soy Courtney is like refusing to take space. He's sticking to these corners, which might have worked in the beta a little bit. But at this point in the game, everyone's punish game is so good that when you stick in the corners, you risk a lot of damage. But almost to prove me wrong, Soy Tony takes his second stock of the game and is in a good spot to take game 2.
Agreed. Yeah, I mean, I do think that in this game, you know, using Jerry as a means to stop Christopher from getting inside and doing something just like that is exactly when I would want to use Jerry. Right? I mean, he just casually shoots him out. I usually, against aggressive players, if I'm playing Tommy and Jerry, I'm waiting until you come inside to try to then hit you with Jerry, keep you back, and then continue the combos from there, right? Just play really annoying so you just can't do what you want to do. I mean, in this case, Christopher, he sees Jerry and he just lasers in, and it's working in his favor for the most part. But I mean, as I say that, there is a bit of a lead on the side of Soy Tony here. So if he's able to get a nice one more combo up here and use those frying pans, he could get Christopher's off the map. This could take us to 1-1.
Yeah, it is a dangerous position for actually both players. We've seen Christopher's find straight kills here. Oh, punishes the roll in. Is that it? Is he able to get edge guard here? Not quite able to just yet. Catches all the options, covers everything. Soy Tony takes game 2 against Christopher's. Yeah, we just need to see more of that. The moment you get your lead, shove them off stage and have literally all the ground movement you can possibly have to just kind of stuff out anything that the Beetlejuice wants to do. That's kind of been Tom and Jerry's trademark since the beginning since the before times, the betas, is that Tom and Jerry can cover the whole stage, right? That's their kind of gimmick, is that there's no safe area as long as the Tom and Jerry player, and in this case, Soy Tony, is able to set up his situations. As soon as it gets out of hand, you know, now there's suddenly combo fodder. They are also pretty lightweight, so they die pretty early, as we saw in game 1. And we see now Christopher's getting the upper hand, getting a lot of damage on Tom, and all of a sudden this game is looking like it is starting in Christopher's favor, as Soy Tony can't really get a handle on things quite yet.
Yeah, so Soy Tony did have a little bit of troubles at the start, but it looks like he's starting to get his footing here. That dash attack is doing on the side of Beetlejuice, though, is doing a great job in keeping it, just kind of keeping things cold. But still, 2 cast iron skillets to the face. You're out of here. So first stock here going to Soy Tony. Not a bad start. I mean, in game 1, it seemed like it was pretty heavily weighing in Christopher's favor. Game 2 is more balanced, but this time we're seeing a little bit of dominance here on the side of Soy Tony. And he does have Jerry out, able to get Jerry back, so he's not able to take it down. Trying his best to not get caught by that neutral air. I mean, Beetlejuice's neutral air is really difficult to land, but when you can land it, it is devastating. So something you want to always be mindful of. Ooh. Not going fishing today here. Sorry, buddy. You don't want to get hit by that. But does it matter? He hits him. Oh my God, that attack is so difficult to hit. It's so difficult to land, but when you do, my goodness.
Does so much damage. Something that Soy Tony's doing really, really well, I think, now is forcing out certain options from the Beetlejuice. Like, he knows that the Beetlejuice wants to get rid of Jerry, but when he's in, like you see Soy Tony trying to do right there, when he's in the range, he tries to punish it immediately after. It's like, okay, you either have to let Jerry stay on stage or deal with it. The same way where he's like, okay, I'm going to throw this fishing line, what you going to do about it? And it turns out that he's just going to walk into the cheese trap and die for it, unfortunately. Then Soy Tony only needs to take one more stock to secure the match, but Christopher quickly bringing it to an even game, as anyone's match is really, really close. Both of them want it, clearly.
Without question. I mean, in this situation, you kind of know what you need to do. So it really comes down to who's going to execute, the best here. That dare on the side of Tom and Jerry hasn't really connected too well in this series. Neither have we seen the up air special either. But I mean, you kind of have to assume that one of those attacks might come through and give you the ability to do what you got to do to end the game. Also on the side of Beetlejuice, I mean, the side special, the air side special, that kick, when you land it, it feels great. It's almost like the Agent Smith, side air.
Yeah.
But it's also, again, when you land it, right? So you kind of just have, at this point, you kind of want to chip away, do some sort of chip damage here. See if you can get some over 100. As currently Christopher is sitting at 103. So you definitely don't want to get knocked up. You definitely don't want to hit that cheese trap, because then you're gonna see some more frying pans in your face, and it's gonna be game over.
Yeah, I really like option. But I was gonna say, what a good option. Unfortunately, gets hit with the cheese trap. Almost died for it. Now Christopher gets back the upper hand. We're looking at a stray fishing line as they both get knocked through these long-range projectiles. Everyone's trying to find the setup. And this is the kill shot.
Nice. That was wild.
Barely taking it, risking it all on that dash attack. But sometimes when you all in, you cash out. And Christopher moves on. 2-1. That was honestly the adaptations that Soy Tony made throughout the match. Great. He made sure to kind of smother, not let the Beetlejuice have as much space that side special where when he kicks the champagne, it disables so much of Tom and Jerry's game plan. He's like, okay, well, I'm gonna wait for that to happen, and when he does it, I'm gonna punish that option over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
But ultimately, Christopher's got Soy Tony in a spot where he's like, no matter what, this is gonna kill. I'm gonna just hope that it kills first.
Yeah.
Pays
Indeed,
off.
that was something that he got caught with multiple times. Especially on the edge of the map there. It's like dash attack, Beetlejuice. It's kind of worth it.
Oh, it was. Between you and me, I didn't believe. But he
Here we
moves
are.
on. Congratulations to Christopher. As we go into our next match, it's gonna be Carrie versus Eris. Iron Giant versus Powerpuff. I guess the Rowdy Rough Boys. Is that what it is? That the skin?
That is indeed.
And honestly, I could see this really going either way. Really, the one thing that makes Iron Giant such a menace is the EMP, in my opinion. That EMP is such a good get out of jail free card for the Iron Giant. That a lot of these characters were traditionally they do really well against heavy characters. Big hitboxes make them a little bit easier to juggle, a little bit easier to edge guard, all this stuff. But that EMP interrupts everything and lets the Iron Giant do the I'ma smack you real good. That being said, Powerpuff Girls hit you from like 3 miles away.
Yep.
Unfortunately, the car only goes 1 mile per game. So like, it'll be interesting to see how Carrie attempts to get in on the boys. But if he gets in, they're not heavy. They don't survive very well. They're very easy to knock off. And knowing Carrie's prowess, if they're off stage, they might just be in the blast zone.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I was thinking in regards to this matchup, right? I mean, yes, Carrie can definitely get inside really well. Iron Giant has some pretty solid reach. The Powerpuff Girls do too. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it seems to me that this is going to be a game of prediction.
Yeah.
Trying to figure out where your opponent's going to go, read it, and just act accordingly,
Yeah. I mean, we've seen an early lead.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing this. The air dash perk, the dash attack on Powerpuff Girls is so strong. It is insanely strong, and so is this attack right here, which Carrie was not able to pull off. But nonetheless, though, he's using this Iron Giant Frankenstein-ish type of skin, which is just totally right for.
No, the EMP. That's what I was talking about. That EMP is so good at just noping out of situations, and it just puts you in such a bad place. What do you mean? For all intents and purposes, they had so much control, but just being able to burst out of that option, it is quite literally like, what do you do there? And now we have attack mode, as coined by CJ. All these projectiles coming out, and this is the one thing that the girls or the boys do not have a good job or good tools to deal with. As Carrie gets back in, getting one read, whips the read and loses a stock for it, but it's a 90 damage deficit on the Rowdy Rough Boys.
Something I would like to see more of is the air side special, because of the fact that it has so much read. And it's really air or grounded, but mostly air, because I mean, if you're kind of sitting at a neutral position, your arms go longer. And there is
I did it again.
No.
What did I say? That EMP
Get out of jail free card.
Yeah, you gotta be aware of it. The big thing is that if you bait out the EMP, right, you're in such a good spot to actually punish it. But unfortunately, like, getting caught out with it twice, it just just need to do their best to not take on too much damage. Iron Giant lives forever. And forever is now. As he gets parried on the initial attack, taking on a lot of damage, but knowing the Iron Giant, oh, luck.
See, that time they DI'd inside. It doesn't matter though, because they're still you caught a hardcore Holly drop kick off the stage. Listen, oh my gosh.
That is the sad. That is, I needed to play slightly better because I'm playing against the Iron Giant, right? If they were leaning back on the previous attack, they wouldn't have ended up on the left side of the Iron Giant. Which is super unfortunate, right? That is just like it's such a small detail. Just like small.
Indeed.
Just a small amount of drift, just a small amount of here and there.
Yeah.
But ultimately, Iron Giant doing Iron Giant things.
Doing Iron Giant things, man. I mean, it's no surprise. Listen, I've been watching Carrie do this from like literal week 1 of this release. So I mean, back then it was a little bit more unfair because Iron Giant had the infinite. But I mean, it's so impressive to see how you're able to pull off these combos and do it in such a way that the skill expression is different amongst other Iron Giant players as well. I mean, when you think about it, though, he kind of created the Iron Giant skill expression. So sure. Now, getting into game 2 here, Powerpuff Girls are starting to use that side special that I've been talking about.
Yeah.
Kind of goes the distance, but give yourself the advantage of having that reach. Iron Giant's not touching the ground. His boots are clean at the moment. Getting juggled off stage. Powerpuff Girls just continue. Aris. Keep him in the air then. I see why your name's Aris. Okay, it makes sense. I got you. Continuing, same thing. At the forward. More air attacks. More air double. Near. Side special. Near. Dash attack. Oh, the EMP. No.
How many more times are we gonna see it? It's really unfortunate of the matchup because they're both going for such hard reads too, right? It's all Eris expecting the Iron Giant to just go out just a little bit more. I mean, we saw Carrie try to read a jump and up B it, but Eris doing a lot better job this time around, just spacing out all of Iron Giant's moves. I mean, compared to the girls, Iron Giant's really stuffy. Like, his limbs don't go nearly far enough to just contest the range of the 3 little boys that just immediately murder the Iron Giant. Crazy. But using
No more resources.
I actually think that he might have. I think he might have had resources. I think he EMP'd and the lag from the EMP was just enough for him to touch that bottom blast zone.
Very possible. Very possible.
And that's what it kind of looked like to me. Unfortunately, losing that last stock, what I was going to say is that Carrie's been doing a really good job of using that dash momentum, you know, boost dashing, boost jabbing, to close the distance on the Powerpuff Girls. But unfortunately, that's kind of besting against Eris there, bringing it to a game 3. But Eris, you know, I like this game plan. I like this. Hey, we're gonna do
that game plan. That's the one you like. That's the one you like.
Somebody, if Quang caster curses is on your bingo card, you should take that off right now.
Oh man, true. Take up the bingo card.
Ooh, good read. Not quite able to kill off the top corner.
It's all about who does the uppercut, right? The first time, I don't know the right boy name, but the bubble is the crazy. I got the hit. Okay. Gary was able to get second stock. No,
Oh, good dodge.
no, that would have been the wrong way to end it. Nonetheless, though, Aries ain't scared. He's gonna do the same combo every time. You gotta beat me to it. You gotta make me lose. I respect it. You know, me. You know, I'm thinking I might need to adjust and use different combos. For Aries, like no. You're gonna have to do it every time. You know,
No, Eris is a braver player than I am for sure. As Gary's starting to get momentum, getting a couple of those combos that we see him use bread and butter. But Eris able to get Iron Giant into the air where the Powerpuff just have a little bit stronger tools, bringing the Iron Giant all the way up to a 116, forcing out the EMP. Carry looking for the end there, but Eris finds it in the end.
now see, I thought figured that Powerpuff Girls would win this.
No,
To
for
me,
sure.
It just seemed like the advantage was in Eris's favor. But of course-
Character just is so much bigger. Like thrives off the fact that the other character is slightly slower. Like it's just so hard to get in. And
Yeah,
Eris
indeed.
played that really well. Carrie abusing mechanics. Not abusing is the wrong word. Using that
doing what Iron Giant does best.
holding that EMP is scary. I'm not gonna lie. When
Yeah.
you know that you have it and you're not using it quite yet, trying to find that exact moment to do it, is a skill in itself. Because man, when you're the Iron Giant, you're just getting hit like 6, 7, 8 times just in the air. You're like, I need to bide my time. I need to hold it because if I do it just right, we see Carrie killing everyone. It's not just the Powerpuff Girls; it's the whole cast at 10, right? Like,
Oh yeah, especially the light characters. I mean,
yeah.
it's there are certain things that every character in the game does well and does better than others. And
Yeah.
once you figure out what that thing is, it's your job to abuse it. I mean, for lack of better words, it's your job to say, okay, this is what you do well. We're gonna do this and hope that hope that we win. So still great matchup. First two series go to game 3.
Yeah.
I like this.
Carrie doing, congrats to Eris. Once again, Carrie doing a really good job bringing it real close. Unfortunately, having to go down into the losers bracket to fight their way back to get a chance at winning the $50 prize today. As we look at the rest of the bracket, we do have Moises going up against Falsey, also in round 3. Anthos is up a game against Shaft Nizzle. Mott's going up against Gusta. Our Dark Knight going up against Malignant Auto in that stripe. Ditto. We have another Harley, it looks like, going up against L Legend or Legend. We'll see. Going up against Sanity. And we have Griffquake TV going up against Christopher's
Garfquake.
Girfquake.
Yeah.
Right? It's the I. Uzi going up against
Right.
Glorify. Glorify taking over Califox this week. Califox is knocked into loser's bracket. Yeah, I mean, every week I said this. I say this every week, and these guys are good. It is crazy how good these guys are. It is insane how good these guys are. I mean, the fact that I'm like looking at these names and the people in losers bracket right now, Cal Fox, Soy Tony. I know we just watched him lose to Christopher's, but like Soy Tony, whoa, it's Bobo, Gritaku, who's now out of the tournament. All these guys, hitters. Gritaku's won a cracked MultiVersus singles tournament in the past. So like over Anthos, mind you.
Yeah, indeed.
So
Yeah.
like
It's
hitters,
like this every time, right? Too,
hitters.
like
Yeah,
when you get down to the losers bracket and you start looking at names, you go, "Whoa, this guy's down there! Whoa, you're down there!" Like, how?
yeah.
But then you look up at the winners bracket and see who they win against. You're like, well, it's an even match, or that person just happens to be slightly better. Maybe someone's having just a better week than others.
Yeah,
Maybe
I mean,
someone's having an off week. Those things do happen. Maybe their character got
nerfed into the
nerfed
ground.
into oblivion, which Mott struggled with for a few weeks there. So I
Yeah,
mean, it can happen.
I
It can
mean,
happen.
clearly, player first really liked Game of Thrones because my character has never been touched in any like significant way.
Yeah, no, I felt it definitely playing my characters whenever they got um, nerfed or anything. I've definitely felt the just the punishment of feeling slower, more sluggish, or just not as strong. So it always sucks whenever it happens to you. Let's see who are we going to be getting next here on stream. Oh, I see. Might need to make some adjustments. My mic low? You guys can't hear me? Let me make sure Papa's nice and loud.
Sorry, sorry, Sonya, I can't hear you.
Okay. See, every now and then Windows just likes to do its own thing and just make changes that it's not supposed to make that I did
Yeah.
not authorize. So just have to go back in and make those changes
uh,
myself. There we go.
hey, you know what? That's the beauty of live television in its own
Gotta love it.
sense.
You
Uh,
got to love it.
man, I
All
mean,
right.
if you guys are enjoying the stream, remember that I know Twitch is pretty good. It's pretty good. It's what we use to stream all these games. But you could be watching on crack-media.com. That's a pretty cool way to watch it. Or if you're like, you say that you watched Mott's win last week? I want to watch Mott's win last week. You can go to YouTube, go to the Cracked Media YouTube channel, and find those VODs. They're posted every week. You can watch me play. I'm pretty sure I'm in there somewhere. Getting my butt handed to me.
You don't want to watch me play, although you can. Yeah, you're gonna have to go back into the archives, but you don't want to
So
see that.
I watch Juice playing so good every week, every day. You know,
What
that's
game is
all
that
I do.
again? Maybe we should do that. Is
Do you want the V equals number? Because I can give it to you real quick.
something that
uh,
we can maybe do in the future is if we ever have long breaks in between matches, we just have the casters go just run a 1v1 real quick.
my
We just
ego's too big. Uh,
we could just load up and just talk a lot of smack.
all right. I'm chilling a little bit. It looks like Falsies is taking the round, not the round, the match over Moises. Uh, going up against Anthos in winners quarters. Mott's is waiting also in winners quarters for the winner of Dark Knight and Malignant Auto. Legend, our other Harley player, is or I guess not waiting. Is going up against Eris, and Griffquake takes it over Christopher's 2-0. We have 3 Harleys in quarters. Harley got a lot of. It feels like Harley might have gotten a little love here and there, you know.
I like to see it. Love to see it. It's
as
always nice to see it.
as we hop into lobby, Anthos Superman classic. Falsies Banana Guard Also kind of classic. I kind of like where Banana Guard's at right now. I kind of like how he is now fast enough that he's allowed to charge. He's about to get some reps in, you know? It really felt like before the last couple of patches, Banana Guard picked up the dumbbell once, just got punished immediately and died. Right? Like you were just like a little bit too slow. All your moves were just a little bit too laggy. There's no time to go to the gym.
I can't help but feel like I'm trolling whenever I play Banana Guard, you know. But I got a feeling that Falsey is gonna show us, you know, Banana Guard's got this bat mask on, so it's gotta be big business.
Yeah.
As we're getting into game 1 here.
This is the dark Banana Guard, you know?
Yeah.
He is the knight. He is the ripe. He, he is the bread. He is Banana Guard. As he gets an early 55 damage on Anthos. Playing a good keep away game. I mean, unfortunately, it's kind of what you have to do against the Superman. You have to kind of abuse that disjointed hitbox that you have with the spear. And now Banana Guard has a lot of tools after getting a couple of stabs in to combo into kill moves. Anthos, always scary the moment he lands a hit. Falsey chasing Superman through the sky. 110, 117, one and done. First stock going to Falsey's, only 30 damage on. God, the Banana Guard is all hardcore on the parry in 1 second stock.
Oh my, nah. That was actually really impressive. I did not see that coming at all. I thought there was going to be a little bit of a troll and the other was just going to start juggling. But Falsey,
look at that
the dumbbell here, trying to get some gains on the side of the map though. Never seen anyone in the gym getting gains while levitating. That's very impressive. Falsey up 2 stars.
This ain't no Planet Fitness.
This ain't no Planet Fitness for sure. But I mean, at this right here, might be a stop. Indeed is able to get Falsey off. So first stop. Now at this point, if you're Anthos, you know that you have the ability to get someone off the edge and start well enough so that maybe you can get an early stock, but you don't want to catch any sort of juggles from Falsey on this Banana Guard. I mean, he's making some good reads, doing what he can to get you off. But that spear don't play, so play it safe here. Play it safe here as best as you can.
So I really like something that Falsey's is doing, which is using the dumbbell to float over the beam attacks, making sure he doesn't get hit. Also forcing, Anthos to come out into the danger zone to fight, because that's the one thing that Anthos is known to be really good at, is the edge guards. But when you have to force Anthos to come out, you don't get a chance to edge guard just like that. You get a pretty big advantage. I mean, he's still up 85 damage. Granted, Anthos is scary, and it does take a couple of good hits to get rid of the Superman. But I mean, this is a pretty comfortable lead. If I was Falsey, I'd feel pretty good here.
Indeed. Absolutely. Yeah, at this point, you just keep playing your game. You don't need to do anything crazy. You don't need to take any risk. Just like that right there, I would say that was a risk you probably didn't need to take. Is you have your neutral stand. See how the spacing works out. And Los is very good at closing the distance, and you know that. So that way, you're gonna do your best to try to counter the thing that Anthos wants to do. In this case, though, Falsey is getting punished off the side, and this is not where you want to be against an Anthos. But he was able to get some gains on the side. Did take a little trip to Planet Fitness. It comes back on with a nice dodge attack to get back on stage. Is able to get Anthos up. Good read with the Sair. Gets him off. Game 1. Not bad. Not bad.
Something that I kind of really like what Anthos does, and I mean, he does this every week, but he calls out your jump a lot. If you're not full jumping because he knows if you full jump, you can't really punish him for doing it anyways. He throws out that jab 1. Right? He'll just throw it out. Anytime that you should be dashing at him, and this is one of the big things that Anthos does on the corner, where he throws out the jab 1 when you're like peeking above it, just to see if you'll do anything. Because if you do anything, he's gonna catch you and push you back off. But Falsey found a way to counter it by doing this fade back. I believe that's his nair, with his little tiny foot sticking out.
Yeah, it is there.
But every time he like leans forward with that nair, Anthos is so ready to punish. But we see an opening from the banana guard here. Not able to quite get too much, then just a little bit of damage on there. Anthos calls out the movement, almost getting a kill right there. Good movement from Falsies as the banana guard gets back on stage and tries to start its own offense. Both of these are just going. Both these players are just going for just a kill shot back and forth.
Yep. 100%. Doing what you can to just knock it up, knock it to the side, and then just dive it. Just see what happens with it. And it's so early in this match that that's okay. You know, you want to see what works, what doesn't work. You know, stress testing. Go from there. Now Anthos is usually, very comfortable with sitting on the edge and hitting you with that ice breath, but Falsey made a really quick move to get back on stage and dodge into him, and kind of gets him in that position back. So not a bad play on the side of Falsey. Banana guard Sarah, super strong. Definitely not something that you just want to just face check for the heck of it, or else you might get knocked back like this.
Yeah.
Nice nair. Can't quite follow up though. Now, I mean, in this situation, I mean, if I'm on the other side, I literally just get you back on stage, the best of space, to, left, right, get inside, get it.
Yeah, I mean, I like that Anthos is playing this game where it's basically jump, jab, just trying to find the rhythm that Falsey's trying to play at. And when he does land the good hit, just immediately hit confirms into this combo and, quick 100. Falsey does have a whole game up, so it might be using this game to just kind of test things out. Anthos is ready and stuffing out all of the options. 2 stocks up, immediately goes into another combo. You see that hit confirms the jab. Like, Anthos is so good at hit confirming that jab 1 to lead into any combo, and that is one of the things that makes him such a strong player in these tournaments, especially the ones.
Indeed. I mean, so Superman doesn't have a jab 1 like Rig or Iggy Smith, or even Samurai Jack. So the fact that Anthos is able to use it so well to his advantage is that's what makes him so impressive. Ooh, what a great read noise! Oh no, not the parry into the follow up. Okay, Anthos is on a different level. He's in the Matrix right now. Yep, in the Matrix. Dodge attack, get inside, another jab. The tech beats Falsey out of it. Doesn't matter though. He got you with another jab. And there you go.
No, not another call out.
Game.
Oh no, he really plugged in right there. He plugged in, got his inner John Wick
fight.
And
Yeah.
he might have checked that man's room for some cans of spinach because he went Popeye on him. Like,
Man.
what a game too.
You
What a
remember
follow-up.
in the Matrix when Neo was in the chair and they were like trying to put different programs into him, and he woke up and was like, "I know kung fu," and Morpheus was like, "Show me." That's what happened right now. Like Anthony was like,
Yeah.
"I know kung fu." It just literally played perfect multiverses for like a good 2 minutes.
Yeah,
And
that was like
and that
6
was
interactions where he just called out Falsey.
Yeah,
Super ready.
Reddit got the advantage.
So now Falsey did have Anthos ran it back. Falsey chose the counter pick to go to Trophy's Edge. I mean, I like Trophy's Edge a lot for Banana Guard. I think that Spear does a lot when a character gets caught on that platform. And just because Superman's a little bit heavier, Superman can get caught on this platform is really easy. But Anthos is also really good at just catching out jumps for based on like pure heart alone. And it's really scary sometimes. Oh, but Falsey's starting up his own. Ooh, calls out. With the second call out, but gets a lot of really good damage, putting Anthos on the ledge. Anthos dodging up. I think that's the first time he's done this set, and able to reverse the position. And Banana Guard needs to work real hard to get back on stage against the Superman, especially one that is of Anthos's caliber. Able to do so. Game's pretty even, all things considered.
Indeed. I mean, it did seem like Anthos was just mixing Falsey up some kickback for a second. He managed to dodge that. That would have indeed been one stock if he didn't manage to dodge that side special there. But this right here will be first stock for Anthos. Yeah, there it is. Anytime Anthos catches someone on the side with that jab, you just go ahead and put it further down, Playboy, because you are off stage. Falsey coming back though. He knows he can get another stock to follow up, and he does.
Nice
Again,
shot.
Banana Guard's there.
I won't let that happen.
Definitely capable of getting the job done. But you do want to avoid these jab combos, man. Anytime Anthos can get in, it's going to hurt. Falsey's still not scared. He's coming back.
Yeah.
Says, I'm not afraid of you. He catches him with a nice combo, but can't follow the fight yet. These players just kind of sizing each other up here.
It's a lot of poking and prodding here. Oh, as I say that, Anthos able to catch the dash attack, and Anthos getting a quick 40. Oh, as Falsey gets the dodge through and is able to start their own aggression here. Ooh, calls out Reed! Calls out the dodge and able to get that second stock. It's so important. Now Falsey's gonna go back into that poking and prodding game that he was trying to play earlier. Unfortunately, Anthos jumps over the low nair as he returns the game to even. Both players are ready to close out game 3 to move on. But which player does? Everyone's holding their breath as Falsey got the first, but Anthos gets the second opening. This is going real back and forth as Falsey now on ledge, getting pushed back over and over again. This is where Anthos is most comfortable.
Going up.
Falsey eating a lot of damage over and over again, stalling out a little bit with using those curls to hover in air.
Yeah, it's very, very important to note that Anthos is never truly out of the game unless he gets caught with a W, and he does it. He's able to do what he wants to do here now. Catches Falsey on the edge. Probably gonna want to use that. Yep, the ice breath here to get some sort of advantage. But Anthos is not going to be stepping on stage, not taking the risk here. Just gonna get the jab confirm on the edge and finish the game just like that. And we're gonna also follow up with a couple bags for you though. So, all right.
One more
Anthos
for the record books.
definitely was challenged in this matchup. There's one thing that we can't say. This was not a roll. This was a challenging matchup. I don't know. Something about me, every time I see Banana Guard, I think troll. But Falsey definitely showed Banana Guard is no punk. No punk at all. So shout out to Falsey. Shout out to both players. It's very nice. Very, very, very nice set.
So something that I really thought was really good from Falsey, but I also think it might have to do a lot with the Banana Guard buffs. You saw that a lot of the time when Anthos dodged out towards either blast zone, trying to avoid that up air, just getting jabbed up, right? Falsey was able to immediately react to that by hitting the Sair. And he was able to create a lot of these checkmate opportunities where, covers the back dash with that up air, covers the forward dash with the Sair, and we might call it reads, but I think those were a lot of pure reactions happening. And I mean, Anthos, man, like I said, those hit confirms that he does off of that jab one, insane. Like
Yeah.
the wherewithal to like, because he throws those jab ones out a lot. He throws those ground side attacks a lot. At least in comparison to a lot of the other moves that he tries to check people with, right? When he does his laser, does the laser beams, does the heat vision, does the ice breath. He's not really committing anything to that, but when he commits to the jab one, when it hits, he's so ready for it. Deserving of the win.
Yeah.
Moving on to winners semis. The winner of this match will go up against Anthos. We have Mott's last week's winner, Harley Goat, going up against Dark Knight. This is actually a run back of Grands from last week. This is Dark Knight, you know Dark Knight wants to run back. You know Dark Knight
Oh.
felt a little cheated, just a little bit, because he was close to resetting the bracket last week. Also, really close to making it to Winner's Side Grand Finals last week.
My friend, Mr.
And
Yeah.
this run back is going to be a good one for sure. Both players are very aggressive. Both players, as we see, Mott's immediately whip a launcher into getting 50 damage just to the face.
Yeah, that's nasty. I mean, Dark Knight plays so aggressive.
Yeah.
With Strike. I mean, and literally just got a. Okay, I mean, you could practically call it 0-0 to death at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only 9 damage to start the game, but something that he does so well is he's getting you in the air and just continuing to keep you up there with that up tilt, just making it difficult for you to touch the ground. You want to DI left, right? It's cool. I'm right here, and the Stripe does a great job of like stretching out with the character model. So it doesn't matter where you go, you're in trouble. And you just have to have the wherewithal to get back on stage and continue the fight here. In this case, one stock in favor of Dark Knight. I mean, Mott's is already at 83. So
Yeah.
the advantage definitely weighs heavily in favor of Dark Knight. And you kind of have to wonder, how is Mott's going to be able to come back from this situation?
That was such a good scoop, though. Abusing the trajectory, like very standard trajectory of that chainsaw. But ooh, those hitboxes collided in the most unfortunate way. Mott's aren't really getting a chance this game to set up the way that we know Mott's to do with the bombs, with the Jack in the Boxes. Dark Knight doing a really good job of not letting the Harley breathe, but at the same time avoiding the huge hitboxes like the bomb, the bat, and the hammer, as Harley finally gets that first stock, but a full stock down. This is an uphill battle for Mott's.
Now, the Mott special is something that could get him back into this game if he is able to pull it off. He did try it there a few seconds ago, but of course, you know that confirm has been a little bit nerfed. So it's not as easy to make that connection happen any longer. Something about Harley that not the kind of. Wow, well, it doesn't even matter. I'll just shut up at this point. Dark Knight's able to get game 1 using the good old pistol to get Mott's off stage. That was a very dominant game 1. And like you said, maybe Dark Knight just has that vendetta out, just wanting to get payback for everything that happened last week, you know? How does Mott's come back in this situation?
I think Mott's
Like,
was. So my read on the situation is that Dark Knight has done a really, really good job of, like I said, preventing Harley from setting up. I think, that being said, a lot of those moves that Dark Knight's so ready to use are punishable, like that up air, like the side air, the chainsaw, even the using that skateboard to eat, when he used that skateboard to eat all the projectiles. It's so. I feel like Mott's is a good enough player that he is able to punish those, but it really feels like Mott's is having a hard time today connecting hits after the laggy movement options. But now Mott's is getting a chance to set up here, which you can see immediately momentum shift going into Mott's now that he's able to play the game that he wants to play.
And that's exactly what Moss wants to do. I mean, anytime that Dark Knight is on the platform, he's just throwing out attacks. It doesn't matter what it is. One of them is going to connect, and as he connects it, he knows how to chain it and continue, and just keeping you in his game. So I mean, right now, Mox is the one who's staying on stage. Mox is the one who's getting the song that he wants. Gets nice dare into the Nair follow-up to get the first stock here, but he's at 116. So really, it takes one combo or a skateboard to get you there. So both players sitting on left side here. Mott's trying to keep back on stage, uses the nice down tilt to keep a combo going, but can't continue it. Nair misses. Both players try to do their best to get some sort of groove going. Dash attack misses. Dark Knight starting to punish here. Getting Harley up in the air. Okay, as long as you can touch the ground and get back in the fight, you're fine. But if you can't do that, well, you are going to be in trouble.
You can tell that these two players play a lot because, man, they're so careful with their burnout meter. You can watch Dark Knight just immediately so ready to dodge after every combo starter that Mott's puts out. And it's almost daunting because he's so ready, and now Mott's abusing the fact that Dark Knight was so ready to close out that second stock. But, you know, the back and forth continues as we go into everyone's final stock for game 2. Mott's needs to get this to stay in the match, stay in winner's side, and Dark Knight wants to close this out to make sure that there is no game 3, that he's the one sitting on the winner's side today as he succeeds. He succeeds.
That's the same way that he won game 1. And it almost feels oppressive. Like, what can you do? You know, you knock me downwards to the blast zone. Oh, you happen to have your target on me? I'm screwed. I mean, it's.
Between you and me, I die there every single time. I don't know. I don't know what I do. I just
I'm done.
Yeah.
Man, that was a matchup. You know, I said it before. I'll say it again. It was one of those moments where you just gotta, you know what? Go ahead, and put the controller down, Playboy. If I see that happen, I'm like, all right, well, there's some things that you just know, like, oh, darn
Yeah,
it. You got
sure.
me. All right, GG's. You know, but still, yeah, in this case, Dark Knight definitely. I don't want to say got payback because Mott's technically won it, so who really got the win, right? But did get at least a couple of lick backs in the process. You know, this run is still definitely not over for Mott. We already know we've seen Mott come back from the losers bracket in the past. So going forward, we will be seeing Dark Knight versus Anthos in winter semis. And then the other matchup is going to be Eris versus the winner of Girthquake and Uzi. But let's refresh just to see if any changes have been made.
I'm really interested to see how Dark. It's been so long since we've watched Dark Knight versus Anthos. I want to know what the two bring to the matchup, right? The couple of things that Stripe does really good against Superman in general is that it's really hard to check the incoming Stripe, whether that's the self-explosion, the chainsaw, the skateboard, the my body's gonna grow 6 times in size as I reach my hands towards you. Right? In every which direction. It's really hard to check those options. Anthos, however, the king of calling you out for whatever you're thinking because he can read your mind,
Yeah.
it seems to always come out on top. It seems to always be able to get that read, able to just say no. Like, he's like, you're gonna try to hit me right here. I know that you're gonna try to hit me right here. I'm gonna do the cool anime lean back just as you swing past, and I'm gonna pop you immediately, right? Like, it is almost uncanny how well Anthos consistently spaces everything. but Dark Knight is the guy who gets in to your face and smacks you around.
Definitely Christian
It's
problems.
almost like Vegeta versus Goku. I don't know if you've been watching Super. Anthos almost has that Ultra Instinct going, but it's
Well,
just raw
which one's Vegeta?
aggression.
Which one's Goku?
Oh, Dark Knight's Vegeta for sure. Raw aggression, just anger,
Ah,
just wants to swing on you full time.
ah.
Anthos cool, calm, collected. Make sure his mind's clear. As soon as he feels any emotion, feels like he gets a little wavery, gets called out by a banana guard and dies off the top. You know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Stays in the pocket no matter what. No matter what. You got to stay cool.
But no, I'm excited to see this matchup. It looks like we are sitting in the lobby as they are finalizing the stage.
All
I
right.
am excited. I
This very
am.
well could be a grand finals matchup.
Can I just be a little biased real quick? As somebody who watches Anthos win week after week that he enters. I think Dark Knight might be my favorite player to watch consistently. I know there has been some allegations that I hate Brian Yee and I'm a big fat pack guy.
Brian G.
None of that is true. But I am a Dark Knight fan. I'm just to put it out there. I know this will never see Brian's ears. I know he'll never hear it because he doesn't believe me. Especially because the 1 week I don't cast, I accidentally cast a person from chat. But
I just like the fact that you said it'll probably never see your ears. I just thought that was great.
but we're going into game one. Quick little taps from the Superman against Stripe immediately after, trying to create space because Stripe can just do that. Those guns are definitely loaded with a little bit of kryptonite as he just, almost like a footstool, just sends Superman straight down.
That's just it's the way that you don't want to go. But he's so good at confirming that. It's just,
Yeah.
I always say Anthos is one person that you don't want to, you don't want to be off stage trying to get back on stage against Anthos because he's really good at keeping it there. But now the same goes for Dark Knight.
Yeah, for sure.
The same way, he's just as lethal. And it's just as scary when you're in that situation. Anytime that you get over 90 and you got that target on you, you get knocked up. I was just about to say right now it's gonna happen right now.
That was so smart. Checking the corner with the skateboard, knowing that it's gonna beat out any of Superman's options, and that kickflip. Superman was just high enough that kickflip would actually KO off the top. Huge lead for Dark Knight. Anthos just kind of gets caught. It looked like he was trying to bait a bigger option from Dark Knight, but Dark Knight doesn't take it.
Pistol. I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm speaking too soon, but is Stripe the Superman counter? Is this the play if you want to dethrone a Superman?
No, I think it's just Dark Knight and his ability to confirm off of that gun.
Oh my god! Oh my! It's definitely not what I was expecting.
Yeah, I felt Juice just lean back during that game, just all the way. As
Like what? Okay. Hey, we've seen this, well, not in this particular fashion, but we've seen situations where Anthos was down one, manages to make the adjustments, comes back, dominates, and continues the momentum into the following matches. So, we can't count them out. We never can. And at this rate, or at least at this point, going into game two, kind of have to wonder, what is the game plan to get back into this matchup? Dark Knight's aggression is something that's so difficult to deal with, especially if he gets you knocked up. If he gets you anywhere except the platform, you really have to make sure that you're locked in, so you can just get back in the game, get your footing again. So I'm actually really excited to see how Endless is gonna pull this off here. It's gonna be interesting.
As we're hovering in lobby, it looks like we may be having some technical issues. While we are waiting, remember that so you can support Cracked Media. We love running these tournaments for everyone involved, players, viewers. This is a great way to spend a Friday for myself. I'm sure Juice is having a good time as well. If you'd like to support us, you can drop a sub. If you can't drop a sub, you can also hit that exclamation point CD keys. Get a game. You get a little something, we get a little something when you use that link to get a game. Really helps us out. You can also,
Oh.
get all the action on youtube.com through our Cracked Media YouTube channel where we post all of these games. If you like me and Juice as like people, it's also a good place to watch us interact through XP Share podcast, side quests, where CJ gets very mad at me regularly. He's not here to defend himself right now, so I will say all the things and accuse him of hating me, despite me showing him nothing but love. It seems like the technical difficulties have caught up to the players. We're going to go on the other side of winner's bracket, watching Griff Quake versus Eris TV. The Harley versus the girls, I guess the boys. Gurf.
Girth, like Earth. You know how how
And
black people say earthquake. They don't say Earth. They say earthquake. So it's Girthquake.
and this is one of the matchups where I think the Powerpuff Girls struggle a lot. I think that Sarah that Harley has is a hard time, especially when Harley comes from above, like that following Sarah. It can be a really hard time for Powerpuff Girls to do.
The downward momentum on like that right
Yeah.
there. Yeah, you can definitely make a nice connection as he is starting to even at this moment. I mean, Powerpuff Girls are one of their, I guess I don't want to say get out of jump free cards, but it kind of is their narrative, just like this right here.
Yeah.
Just because of how huge and girthy it is. Almost going did the dare to get you off stage. That's tough. Girthquake able to get the first stock here, but again, back at it again. We're going to continue to use this here as best you can. Harley's best tool to close distance. Some might say it's her dash attack. Dash attack just leaves you exposed. It's a nice combo starter, but it's not nearly as strong as we're seeing here. Still, on the side, there's not getting out of this game yet. Trying to use that side special, but Earthquake's able to read that. He knows what you want to do. Little dot right there, able to get you with the up tilt. Can't quite follow up though. However, this is impressive to see. At this moment, Earthquake has got a solid control of the map right now.
I like the awareness from as I say that Eris loses another stock. I like the awareness quite a bit from Eris, recognizing how many stacks of that explosion they had on them as the Rowdy Rough Boys claim their first life going into starting game number 1, second stock on Harley. Man,
Interesting.
that bat bomb is going to also be a nightmare for the Powerpuff Girls. They don't have a really good way to get rid of the projectiles on the ground, on the map. And we just watch Harley over and over again sneak under with the bat, go over, winging her legs, getting those combos started. Jack in the Box hard to deal with as well. Plants the bomb. Always a dangerous spot to be in, but able to get out of any real danger, but still down a full stock.
It's interesting to see there are moments where Girthquake will kind of crouch in open space. I don't know if he's trying to bait out the down tilts, and so they think he's gonna go slide and they go aerial, which is a fantastic setup if it is. But I'm not sure if that's the case. Nonetheless, here we're seeing Air starting to get some control of the air. Dash attack, get the hitbox on that thing, man. The nair, the dash attack, the side specials. It's just you really can't get too punished if you play smart enough. I mean, look at this. Just a follow up. Come on, bro.
Oh no.
I was just going to say that it's something that Ares was able to do against Carry that he wasn't really able to do so much in this match, was kind of chain that air combo.
Yeah.
He's doing it so well against Carry, and in the beginning of that match, he tried to kind of get that chain, but it didn't work out. I mean, Girthquake was finding ways to escape it. Never mind. Towards the end of the game, Ares figured it out. Just kind of everything started to kind of come together. So, game 1 goes to Ares. Very nice.
What a comeback. Okay. That first stock was a little unfortunate for Powerpuff Girls, right? Tried to chase the Harley out. That's what you want to do. Harley able to get the reversal on the ledge guarding, the offstage play. And then Harley got another clean stock. Ares clawed their way back to close out game 1. We're going into game 2. If you're Girthquake, I would be tilted. Between you and me, I would be like, man, I should have had that. And the one thing that Girthquake can't do is let that get to their heads. As we're going in, immediately opening up with a stock loss.
No.
You let Ares play their game. They're going to play their game. Juice, there's no running from the girls. Or sorry, Rowdy Rough Boys in this game.
Rowdy Rough Boys. No, indeed. I mean, listen, in the Powerpuff Girls, they gave the girls trouble for a little while. I mean, all it took was a kiss, and they were pretty much erased, which sounds like a man to me, if you ask. But in this case, I mean, they're able to get such a strong lead. That initial combo, I mean, yes, it's strong. Yes, it's gonna hurt. I did not think it was gonna be the exit plan. But Girthquake able to almost follow up with a nice bat and couldn't quite get him off though. Again, the hitbox is coming from the Rapid nair so strong. As Girthquake is able to follow up with his own nair and get the first stock as well. Game's over. I mean, 84. This is kind of a tough deficit, but the game's not over still. You can come back on the side of Harley.
Yeah, it really just feels like Ares is covering a lot more ground. But as I say that, Harley Quinn getting a couple of really good hits, starting up their edge guard. Girthquake unable to connect with much as the uppercut comes through, closing out the second stock.
So tough indeed, man. You gotta try to find a way to DI out of that air combo. Again, it's all starting to kind of chain together now. Girthquake, your hitbox is nowhere near as large as Iron Giants, but still, it's affecting you, right? And you just keep catching it. So, Ares is starting to figure out again. Everything's just starting to kind of come together. Doesn't necessarily seem like there are times where you kind of need to read your opponent, but Ares is on it. Nonetheless, Girthquake's not out of this. Able to get a second stock here. The deficit is very similar, to what we saw not too long ago. So this still could work in Ares' favor, but it's all about who's able to get that combo. It's just gonna be that's it right there. That's game.
Yeah.
Once you see that,
It's hard. I'm not gonna lie. I wish I saw Girthquake do some more Ser 2s instead of trying to chain it into the up airs, maybe feels a little pressure to use the perk. It looks like we're going into game 3, staying characters the same, stage the same. We're just running it back.
Just run it back.
Yeah, I mean, what a dominant performance from Eris. But I mean, Griff must have some sort of game plan if they're gonna run it back. They need to make some sort of adjustment to make sure the same thing doesn't happen again.
Yeah, you have to at this point. I mean, it's the thing about it is it's so difficult, man. Once you're caught in a good combo from the Powerpuff Girls, it's tough to get out of it. The hitboxes are they're wide. And sometimes these attacks, oh my god, like sometimes you don't always see them coming. You know, it's the up special. It has a very kind of, oh no, oh no. Listen, guys, Eris, we're trying to cast here. Like, if you just, if you
Chill
just
for a little bit.
just realize Earthquake is able to get a little bit of a get back here. Okay, all right, now, how can you continue this? How can you kind of hope that you can get some momentum going again? This is a tough one. It's a tough one to say.
Ooh, no jump on the oh, I lied. I thought I saw Harley jump, but I guess it was just part of the Nair animation. As I lie, Harley's able to close out that next. Is this the reverse of game 1? The Earthquake quite learned something that might be able to bring it back in a bad position here. Able to get back on stage. I can't believe that sent it back out. Harley struggling to get back on the stage here.
Oh. Oh. Damn. Listen, man, that was some good play. It was some good fighting. I mean, Eris again just really knew how to abuse those air combos and just keep you where you wanted you. So it's not really it's not really much you could do in that case.
You just get carried off into that. I mean, it's hard, right? Because Eris identified Gurf's game plan, adapted, and Gurf just couldn't find a footing until the very end there. It really felt like Gurf was cooking, but it was just too little too late. Gurf getting sent to the loser's bracket as Eris heads on forward into winners finals to approach the Dark Knight himself, the Stripe player.
Le Stripe player, Mr. Dark Knight.
Now, Stripe versus Powerpuff Girls. Powerpuff Girls actually one of the few characters that can kind of snuff out a lot of Stripe's approaches. That Nair is a really big part of that. The grounded down attack is also, it just reaches so far.
This is true.
Like-
I think that's something that you will see is Eris using that Nair, like you said, to escape any air combos. You get knocked up, and you know that Dark Knight wants to follow up. Nope, you're gonna DI downwards, just smash neutral, neutral air, just so we can interrupt any combo that you want to try to start here. This will be aggression meeting aggression in this case. I'm gonna use your word, the disjointed move set of Powerpuff Girls is what can allow Eris to stay in this matchup, because Dark Knight is not going to just stand on the edge like a rain dog or Morty. He's in your face. They're in your face.
The big thing is that the self explosion can send at an angle, because that like 30 to 50 degree angle from either side that Powerpuff Girls just don't have like a lot of attacks other than that nair to deal with that. But if if they're not off the ground yet, he's gonna throw himself at you with the chainsaw or the bomb, and once we see Dark Knight goes in,
Yeah.
gets
Yeah.
so much damage, and Powerpuff Girls can't deal with the gun. Too light of a character for that gun to not hurt.
It's gonna be annoying. It's true.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, you don't want to see yourself going too high, too low with that target on your body, because if it happens, like you said, you're gonna catch them rounds, them chitty chitty bang bangs, and it's not gonna be a fun time. Not gonna be a fun time. I'm trying to think to myself, is there someone in this game that won't be punished so much by Dark Knight's punishes? Is
I
there
mean,
someone who can withstand it?
if we're talking about characters, right? I think you're looking at probably Superman, Iron Giant, um, or characters that have a really good time playing keep away, like Batman, Joker, even in their nerf states, Agent Smith. But if we're talking about players, who knows, right? Because at the end of the day, it's the person piloting the character. It is the person who needs to deal with the ball of anger and chaos that is getting hurled at them because he decided to blow himself up. It's the person that has to deal with that job to deal with it properly, and Dark Knight really making a point to say, hey, you're not ready. You're not ready for me to just be in your face.
Not at all.
Now, that 5 damage on Stripe is self-inflicted.
Oof.
Oh, getting knocked off stage. Oh, as Eris is starting their aggression. But both players doing a really good job of just kind of knocking each other off and trying to get ahead of the situation. Unfortunately, it seems like each trade ends in Stripe's favor. Trying to get in with that chainsaw, unable to do so. Eris doing a really good job of spacing out these attacks and making sure that they're not getting followed up on. Really close situation there.
So wow.
He interrupted the eat, not letting him explode himself to get out of harm's way, and immediately gets the kill off of it. Oh
Yeah,
my
that- this is one of those things. It's so interesting because I see oh my god, I see Dark Knight going off the map. I saw Dark Knight there kind of stepping back and almost taking like an Atlas approach to his spacing. Take a step back, wait to see what you do, and then make a decision from there. That's not what I'm used to seeing from him. I'm used to seeing more, inting going in. But in this case, there's a lot of punishing happening. Oh, the counterplay though.
The wherewithal.
Very nice. That was very nice indeed to see. So at this point, 2-1 in favor of Eris. I mean, you're starting to see Dark Knight play a little more aggressive, be annoying, just keep juggling you. Make sure you can't touch the ground. Make sure the bottom of the shoes are as clean as they can be. And now you see the dare come out. That's what I was expecting to see.
Yeah.
That is exactly what I was expecting to see.
That's what Dark Knight's like. Okay, you know what? This isn't a video game. This isn't a fight. This is a brawl. I need to be punching back at every chance that I get. Unfortunately, this time, Eris gets the upper hand, finds that up attack, and is able to close out game 1. Part of me saw the angle. Part of me saw Dark Knight getting 2 reads and closing out that game. Good on Eris to find that opening, recognizing he dodged a very committal attack and sneaking their way in there with the jab into the up attack.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what you gotta
that
do. That's what you gotta
that
do, Young
is.
Spike.
Uh, you know, the I'm not surprised to see the outcome. I thought that this was going to be a very back and forth match. It didn't
Sure.
start that way, but I definitely expected this to be just they always say in boxing that like styles make fights, right? So your style
Yeah.
versus my style, whoever has the better style, can win.
Yeah.
But this is kind of an even style from both players.
Yeah,
It's
they're
it's
both in boxers
aggression.
here. They're both they're both no, I can take the punch. I'm gonna hit back. Like
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So it's literally just swinging, head down, arms out, swinging. That's exactly what this is.
nah, it's whoever covers the body a little bit better. As you know, first early hits goes to the Powerpuff Girls as Stripe is hopping back forward. It just takes a couple of bullets to send the Rowdy Rough Boys into that bottom blast zone. That back car not really stopping any forward momentum, actually, as the stock is returned. You know, the Rough Boys.
Are you watching like Flacoco play right now? Is Flacoco? Are there two Flacocos on the sticks? And just getting sub 30 eliminations? Like what?
Back to back to back.
Back
What is
to
going
back?
on?
The two? No, please don't. No. Okay, wait, guys, hold on. Guys, be friendly. Hey, take care of each other. No, they don't care about being friendly.
No, everybody wants to win, and everybody knows that the longer this goes on, the more chances that the other player gets to start their combo off. And
Oh no, nah.
is that the fastest game of crack
Nah.
media MultiVersus history?
That
That went to five. That went to last stock.
that that was
Did a
like
minute-
both
Did a
both
minute
players. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. It's almost like both players like, yo, we got things to do. Like, and they just had like a fair agreement that like we're not gonna waste time. Just they've been DMing in Discord like, yeah, bro, let's make it happen. Okay, let's just get through this one. What?
if you need a highlight reel for your MultiVersus, that was it. That whole game was highlight reel after highlight. Oh my god, we're going to
man.
game 3. I don't know how to feel. I don't know how I would feel. Did game 2 even happen? Was that not just did we just have all a collective dream? I blinked.
That was over so fast. This is winners finals, by the way. It's it's not it's not like round 3. This is winners finals, man. Which is crazy to say. Like I feel like this winner bracket went by much faster than I expected.
I mean, when you have Dark Knight and Ares apparently just swinging at each other,
Okay.
it's gonna go by fast, right? Like we said, they decided that they're not gonna play this slow game anymore. They realized that they want to play their own style, which is all out aggression. Oh, as we see, the dare almost gets the call out on the dodge again. Not able to connect with anything. They're going back and forth off stage here.
Nah.
Just one back and forth. They're trading Halloween candy right now. That's what's happening. It's like, oh no. I want the Skittles. I'll give you my Reese's real quick. As they go back and forth, we're going in. Air's trying to find a little bit more footing than just the small amount of damage that he's dealt, and he finally gets Dark Knight off stage and into the side blast zone. As Dark Knight is down 2 stocks, trying to return the favor once again. Able to find a dare and a couple of shots from the pistol, but now he's off stage in a dangerous spot. Can he reverse this once again? Tries to find a stray hit, but unable to do so. Tries to get a combo started, unable to do so. As Ares is getting some really good damage on the Stripe. Oh, able to combo that down attack into the nair. Now Stripe's in danger.
The spike
Gets pushed down into the bottom blast zone.
I've said this before, I'm gonna say it again. I'm glad that we're seeing the Powerpuff Girls player get through the bracket like this. It's nice to see people use different characters and show how those characters can shine. And that's what we just witnessed, ladies and gentlemen. This was great. This was great.
I I that was so fast. That was so fast. That was 1, 2, 3. I don't honestly. Yes, Eris took that 3 games in. Took all 3 games, but they're just. It could. I would if you told me that Dark Knight won all 3 of those games too. I would believe you.
Yeah, I believe you.
It was just such a brawl, right?
Yeah.
Congratulations to Eris. Deserved. If Dark Knight better make his way back. I'm just saying, like, my God.
We're just gonna start hearing people say, "Oh, nerf Powerpuff Girls, nerf Powerpuff Girls. They're too strong in the air. Their air attack is crazy." Like, come on, man. Listen, that was just fantastic. This is fantastic play.
Nerf my stutter. Like, I don't know what's
The
going on here.
words. Nerf. Buff my English, please.
So while I relearn my language, I think we should switch it off to a really quick break. Like both for my mental health, my breath, my like physical. We'll be right back.
I don't wanna go out on my own. Maybe we could stay and make a home. It's written on my heart and in my soul. You're the one good thing. And I don't think I've ever been so low. 'Cause losing you was worse than losing hope. And baby, I could never let you go. You're the one good thing I know. So tell me that it's all okay. Tell me we will find a better way. Just tell me that it's all okay. Just tell me that we'll find a better way. A better way, a better day. There's gotta be, it's you and me, it's everything. A better way, a better day. Just promise me we'll find a better way. Just promise me we'll find a better way. Just promise me we'll find a better way. No, I don't wanna blow up on the phone. Baby, we should never sleep alone. This isn't how we used to speak so cold. Remember when our hearts would overflow. So tell me that it's all okay. Tell me we will find a better way. Just tell me that it's all okay. Just tell me that we'll find a better way. A better way, a better day. There's gotta be, it's you and me, it's everything. A better way, a better day. Just promise me we'll find a better way. fall in love, make some memories. I can't stand the time you're away from me. I'm dying to be close to you, 'cause you play on my mind. All of this could disappear, and I don't wanna waste tonight. 'Cause if you can't feel this, can we close the distance? I'll make it my mission till you're here in my arms. When my heart gives out, I won't be alone, 'cause you're all that I need. Feeling like I got the world win. I'll be I've been way too long, feeling empty. You knew all along it was never gonna work this way. The winter's coming soon, I know we're running out of time. All of this could disappear, so I don't wanna waste tonight. 'Cause if you can't feel this, can we close the distance? Can we close? I'll make it my mission till you're here in my arms. When my heart gives out, I won't be alone, 'cause you're all that I need. Feeling like I got the world win. I'll be the
Lost in desire, you take me higher than I've ever been before. Love on me on fire, temperature rising.
And we're back. Crack Media MultiVersus singles tournament number 14, 1-4. How do you say 14 in Spanish? Catorce? One of those things.
I'm the one that you should ask. The Spanish one in the stream right now.
Go ahead. Let it rip. Let it rip, sir. What is that? What is that? Was I right? Was I right?
Yo hablo español, Jesu.
Jeez. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your patience. We're back here, and we're gonna get back to the action in just a second here. Just to kind of give you guys a quick recap, Erish just took down Dark Knight in winners finals 3-0 using the Powerpuff Girl or the Rowdy Rough Boys, whatever you want to say. It's your call. And we're going to be moving down to the losers bracket to see a few more of some sweet matches here. So to start, we're in round 6 currently. We've got maybe we just say Legend going up against Legend going up against Uzi. And then below that we have Glorify taking on Mott's. These two matches here, See, I can't. I don't know if I've ever seen Legend. I'm sorry, Legend or Uzi. I maybe have seen Legend play, but I don't think I've ever seen Uzi. It does look like Legend's going to be selecting Harley in this case, so that'll be interesting. Shout out to the Harley mains out there. And then, of course, in the second matchup, we've got Glorified, uh,
And
who,
Mott's. Yeah.
yeah, and Mott's as well. So yeah, we got some more Harley play to witness here. The winners of these two matches, respectively, will be taking on Anthos and Girthquake in the quarterfinal bracket.
Uh,
So,
I will say Uzi has been in multiple Crack Media MultiVersus tournaments. Unfortunately, just missing. We just consistently miss them on stream, but
yeah,
does pretty well. This is, I think, the highest placement that they have gotten. Clearly, getting better as time goes on. Glorify Mott's mainstays. Glorify the Morty Mott's, our Harley player that we see week to week, defending champion. Uh, do you like the Morty
that
matchup
instant.
as the resident Hardy
Uh,
player in the call?
my first ever tournament, first match was against Morty, and I got obliterated, and I thought, man, this matchup is so tough until I watched a Harley player better than me take on a Morty and realized, oh, it's possible. Using certain setups, specifically the Bat Bomb, to try to kind of just throw off the positioning of Morty, you can get inside.
Yeah,
You just have to be really smart, really technical with how you do it. Mott's, one of the things about Mott's that we enjoy is his setups are
yeah,
phenomenal. If you give Mott's time to get set up, you're in trouble. So, on the side of Morty, it's kind of the same thing. Morty wants to get set up to use those grenades, use dirt to split the grenades up and just really make it difficult to stand on the platform. So again, styles make fights. It's going to be interesting to see whose setups allow them to get the better of the other person in this matchup. Naturally, you're going to want to say Morty has the advantage because Morty's a setup god. You let Morty set up, it's a wrap. But we're talking about mods. We're talking
that
about odds here. So
I mean, that being said, Morty did get a couple of like really impactful nerfs over the year, over since release. That actually makes Glorify just tends to be a little bit more up in your face. Will send out the grenade and juggle it, but also like do it in a way that pressures you to respond, whether that by giving Morty more space, which feels really bad, or trying to catch a timing, which if you get caught by that, at what is it, the fucking Ford
yeah,
Ford
Sarah.
attack, yeah, the Sayer. I'm trying to remember what the animation is off the top of my head, and for some
Yeah, it's
reason
like
it's not coming to me.
the double axe.
Yeah, you either get caught by that, which feels really bad, or sometimes you just jump into
Yeah.
the grenade, and that feels really bad. Uh, and like, and once Morty gets going, Morty is one of the biggest combo heavy characters I've ever seen. Uh, and we've also seen Glorified do wonders with that early ignition on the bomb. Well, also one of the few players that I've seen do really cool things with just like the snake gun, just in general. Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
but I mean, and then you have to when you're at kill percent, then you kind of just have trouble because dirt into up air is going to kill you every single day of the week, right? And it's so hard to avoid because even when you're aware of it, you're like, oh, it's so hard to punish if you're not like immediately ready. You have to be
100%.
so ready the moment it happens. And Gorfy,
Yeah.
definitely a individual who will abuse those Morty mechanics. That's why he's here in this part of the bracket. I think
Yeah.
he's been our only Morty player for a hot minute.
Yeah. I think there was well, I mean, when he was in tournament, Shmoney also was, but we haven't seen him in some time. But the thing that I enjoy most about characters like Morty and Rick as well, ironically, it's the two characters from the same lore, is their skill expression.
Yeah.
you have the ability to pull off moves that no two Morty players. I mean, they can play the same if they want because you kind of know what those combos are. But depending on how you want to play Morty, you can play Morty passive. You can play him aggressive. It's one of those things where you kind of know what to expect for certain characters, but you don't really
Yeah.
get that with Morty. You have to wonder, all right, what kind of Morty is this person going to play? So that's why I enjoy that. It's always fun to see those really technical characters kind of come out and excel in these tournaments.
There is an interesting thing to talk about both these players too that we're going into. Just if you look at kind of their tournament road here, Gorify, uh, winning his first game against Califox, getting knocked into losers against Uzi, the Superman player on the other side of this bracket. From there, had to beat Osana, Gaston, and Falsey, who we saw take on Anthos in kind of a significant way. Mott's, having a similar journey, making it all the way to winners quarters to lose to Dark Knight. Then going from that loss to beat Carrie, that amazing Iron Giant player.
Yeah.
And now he needs to overcome the Morty to continue his journey back to, grand finals. He wants to be there. Everybody playing wants to be in grands, wants that chance to be crowned the victor. We're all competitors here. We're all a little nutty when it comes to competition. Juice,
Oh yeah.
listen to me uh say some choice words while playing some other games earlier.
Yeah. It's how it is though, right? I mean,
Yeah.
when you find that game that you feel that you're going to become addicted to, you take a different approach to learning it. Or you might even find yourself watching some YouTube videos to see how other people are playing it, and just take little tidbits of things from each person. And so it goes from saying, "Oh, it's okay, I lost, and I get it," to then understanding why you lost and getting pissed off about that thing. And so that it can really change your perspective. But at the same time, it's important to to know that you understand the mechanics of the game for a reason, right?
Yeah,
And when you do,
exactly.
you kind of just like be proud in knowing that you can make those reads and hopefully make the adjustments so that you don't find yourself wanting to put your hand through your closet door, yeah, in the next 10 minutes, all right? No, we're not doing any Summit 1Gs here, guys, okay?
Yeah.
Hopefully we're not.
I've
Hopefully
I've
we're not.
never I've never done that on stream, and it's never been captured ever. Uh
I've only broken one controller in my entire gaming career.
I have never. Those are too expensive. As
Oh,
we
I was
hop into
oof.
lobby, we have Gorify. Oh, it looks like Gorify 2-0'd Mott's. We actually don't get to watch the Morty deal with that Harley. Instead, we have a different Harley in Girfquake.
Oh,
I mean,
that's okay.
that being said, Girfquake's style is completely different from Mott's. It is
Yes.
a different beast altogether.
Yeah.
Sometimes playing against the same character over and over again is very helpful. Knockback is pretty similar. Your approach to certain moves is pretty similar. But other times you get caught out by different combos, different routes, different decisions, and it is you almost get blended by the fact that it's the same character but a different person playing it. You know?
Indeed. I mean, there's one thing that you want to look out for when it comes to Harley, right? It's no, well, not one thing, but a few things, right? It's Sair, it's a bear special, and it's Nair. Those, well, if really, and if you're going against mods, the dash attack. Those are things you really want to look out for. Because it, and it doesn't. This doesn't connect too often, but down, grounded down tilt, because that can lead into a combo in which you're basically just gonna be stun locked for the next 5 seconds,
Yeah.
until Harley decides to let go of you. So if in general, if you can kind of keep an eye out for those things that are great combo starters, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. What's there to worry about? This is in this matchup in general, though. I feel it from a from a player perspective, still kind of favors Morty, right? Because I mean, Harley needs to get inside, but we have seen Harleys take down Mortys in the past, so it's not impossible. It's not
Yeah.
an impossible matchup.
Yeah, and I mean, Gorify is gonna do his best to just not let Harley breathe. Because moment that Harley gets a little bit of setup, gets that Jack in the Box going, it's all on it's all in Morty's worst interest. Because the setup happens, once you really get into Morty, once you start hating Morty, Morty has a hard time getting away.
Sure.
And then if Harley has that setup, then if Morty can't get away, he's just dead.
Yeah.
That being said, Morty also one of the few characters that really just doesn't have to deal with the off stage game too much because he's so strong on stage. It's like, not to call. I feel a little dirty saying it, but it's kind of like Tom and Jerry, except Morty doesn't need Jerry ever. He doesn't need Jerry. He does it himself. You know, he controls the whole stage. It feels a little bad, but like he controls the whole stage with the combination of dirt and the grenade and the snake gun. As we see, yeah, immediately using all of those options just to create space and pushing Harley off the stage without even hitting her, and making all those predictable situations that Morty wants. That being said, Gorify doing a really good job of finding their way into Morty, getting a couple of hits here and there, but being off stage is never a place that you want to be against any character in this game.
Indeed. We saw a pretty good dodge come out of Earthquake there. It could have caught a nice grenade from Morty, but the reaction time was just too sweet. Still on the edge, kind of catching some moves here. Interesting to see Earthquake using the perk that allows Harley to aim the dare. Yeah, it seems that a lot of players have been instead going for like the confetti proc, but kind of switching it up here. That's a perk I use, but of course I'm a scrub, so my opinion doesn't really matter. No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, I mean, the big thing that the downer tilt allows Harley to do is stall a little bit better in the air. Yeah. Which might be really nice, especially against the dirt. And setting up these situations where Morty's gonna get stuck with that bat bomb. Unfortunately, not able to secure a kill, and now finally able to doing so with that nair. That hammer hits real hard in every direction. That being said, Morty immediately returns the favor. Gorify evening it up and gets the first couple of hits on the second set of stocks.
Yeah, it was a really good read by both players to know, what, I think that if I time this move at this point, I'm going to be able to connect. They were both able to connect. They both got the off stage, so can't really be mad at that. Right? At this point, we're at 1-1, 37-0 in favor of Gorify, but still a lot of whiffing going on right now. Both players trying to do their best to get set up as best as they can. Earthquake really likes the use of the dare, and it's not necessarily connecting, but it is at least allowing him to create and make space. Using the dodge to try to get past dirt does work in this case. Jack in the Box, but it's not going to really do much there. Good little read here, but not able to follow up on the side of Earthquake. Again, staying away from the dirt. The up air though Glorify can really, really hurt you. I mean, as of right now, Glorify's at 90. You don't want to catch another out there. You don't want to get hit by dirt. It's going to be a problem if you do.
Yeah.
This is what I mentioned earlier. Getting inside is so difficult, but you got to use the bad bomb as best as you can to try to disrupt wherever he's standing. You can just get whipped into an up air, and now you're off stage. It's your call.
Yeah, I mean, Glorify is doing a really, really good job of making sure Harley doesn't feel comfortable about closing that distance. Because every time that Harley just feels a little impatient, and Glorify gets a full combo, getting 20, 30, 40 damage off on the Harley. That being said, whenever Glorify feels a little impatient, it feels like Earthquake gets a pretty good couple of hits, and even leading to a couple of stocks. Morty at kill percent, but Harley quickly racking up damage. Ooh, jumping over, not quite able to close it out with the hammer, but the bat's good.
Yeah, that was actually really impressive. Although Glorify did find himself going off stage, I saw a few different tactics that he used to kind of keep himself safe. Coming off the spaceship, threw a grenade and stayed inside the body of the grenade, so that way Earthquake couldn't get too aggressive. It's just really impressive play. Oh my goodness. We've seen other players like CM Nano also use Morty in such a way that you can tell people are in the lab. You know, you're not just picking up the controller and pressing buttons. You're actually practicing these things, making sure that you know every single tactic and that you can use to the best of your ability. So, well done play, and of course, not surprised to see such play from a Morty player. Such a technical move to end the first match as well. The up air, man.
That was a good call out on the jump forward. I mean, yeah, I mean, it was stage really benefited both of them. They both lived a little bit longer than you'd probably expect, and you can see that both of them appreciated the back cave as we run it back. Earthquake, we saw a lot of really good stuff, especially that last stock, almost able to claw it back into an area where Glorify was sweating a little bit, but unfortunate. Oh. Sources tell me that this was a mistake. But I mean, good control on
Don't forget to stretch.
game one. It was a I mean, it felt really dominant in the middle section, right? It felt really dominant from Morty, and then Earthquake really did a good job of adjusting the game plan, even ever so slightly, trying to make the Morty a little impatient. It only takes a little bit. That's the big thing, is that everyone gets impatient. That is a universal fact, because everybody wants to play the video game.
Indeed.
It's just the person. You just need to be ever so slightly less impatient, or be ready for that, or be like trying to bait that in. You'll be like, I know you don't want to hit that dirt again because I keep jumping over it and then just charging my dare so you can't run forward. But this is the time that you don't do it, and then he runs forward, gets a couple of hits in the face, and then Glorify has to be like, okay, no, I need to be the one doing that. I'm the one with the crazy range, the crazy projectiles, my snake gun, my whip, the dirt, the grenades.
Yeah.
As we are going into game 2, like I said, I think sources say that everyone was just a little too eager to get into the second game.
A little gun shy.
It's
Okay though. It's okay. You get excited. Get excited, players.
No, I'm excited. I mean, we saw so much good. Like, that's the hard part about these kind of matches at this level, is that even if both players are sitting on opposite sides, throwing out projectiles, it's very tense, because basically you're just looking for a hiccup. You're just looking for that slight moment that Morty misses the grenade, doesn't split it, accidentally throws out a different move, or is like goes for a read that really just doesn't pay off, and that's when Harley can go in and get all the damage. And like I said, once a character gets in on Morty just does not. Morty has such a hard time getting away.
Indeed, indeed, yeah.
Don't
I mean,
forget to
we did see
splash.
Gorfire you make good use of the Sair to kind of
Yep.
create more space or kind of keep him, keep away if in these situations. Also, the Dare, as we just noticed as well,
Yeah.
really good use of the Sair to kind of control that grenade as well. This is like I said, this is how you know when someone's been in the lab, man. I mean, these are moves that take time to really master and be good at. The momentum from Harley's Sair allowing Earthquake to kind of come down and still make that connection is what makes that move so deadly. Good use of the dirt to get rid of the bat bomb, but Earthquake is not out of this. He's still ready to go. Ooh, nice. Ooh,
Big.
almost found a big combo there. Not able to connect though. What can Earthquake do at this point to try to edge guard? Use the side special, it doesn't work out. Nope. Yeah, we're gonna see later. Caught a little snake to the face and you're off of the map. So never mind. So we'll see you later there, bud.
Oh my god, I'm just not aware of what was about to happen. Gets caught with it. I was gonna say that actually Griffith doing a really good job using those bat bombs to bait out the dirt, since Morty knows that he has to respect the bombs. We saw Earthquake use that opportunity to get that Sair combo, but unfortunately, it was just one read, one slip up from Harley that put this situation where Harley's down a full stock and unable to get in on the Morty, trying to find an opening, unable to do so, and just the pop of the bomb naturally killing the Harley. Unfortunate.
Yeah, that grenade hurts really bad. And I do like the fact that now Earthquake is starting to kind of hold on to that grenade, to the bat bomb. You know,
Yeah.
if you can bait out the dirt, from Morty and then throw your bat bomb in, that's like I mean that's the best play for you in this case. Harley doesn't have all of the utility in the world to get inside, right? She's no Canelo Alvarez, so you're really gonna have to figure out and get some sort of tactic on your own.
Yeah.
The dodge attack, if you using say or something that I've even started using recently,
Yeah.
which is actually very effective, and if you can pull it off, man, it makes you feel great. Bat bomb though, gonna get destroyed by dirt. Can't quite get inside because in this case, Gorify is using the dirt to destroy bat bomb and then dodge or either inside or out. So if you can make a good read, then great. Oh wait, look! Oh, I thought we almost saw a mod special pull off there, but not quite here. Earthquake trying to keep Gorify off of the platform. Don't quite want him to touch the platform if you can.
Yeah.
If you can keep him in the air, you're gonna have the advantage that you need to get a stock here. But right now, both players are just gonna size each other up. Dodges the snake, gets the bat bomb, but can't quite. Oh no, Gorify dodges the explosion. I mean, you can't lose full. You have to keep playing your game at this rate.
Yeah.
But that could have been a stock on the side of Earthquake.
Yeah, that was good awareness from Glorify. He doesn't die to the bat bomb. Doesn't die to the bat bomb there either, to his credit. Using the invincibility to trigger the Jack in the Box. Unfortunately, getting caught in an early combo.
Good read.
Oh, catching the jump above, getting ignited. That's a lot of damage that's taking up for Morty. That being said, Harley is at kill percent. Unfortunately, unable to quite get anything started with that down attack.
Hey,
That was-
that grenade.
That was quite literally max range. That hit Harley's pinky toe. That was last pixel from both characters as it sends Harley into the blast zone, securing game 2 for Gorify.
Gorify, you different.
Just a
You
little bit.
different.
A little
I
bit.
just like, wow. I mean, it's like there's only so much that you can do if you're playing Harley in this scenario. It's so tough to get inside and try to make something happen. I think something that personally I feel like is very underrated tactic that we've seen Gorify use here is dirt to destroy the bat bomb.
Yeah.
Not just in the sense of it, but being able to consistently do it. Like his aim has been spot on to just get in there, destroy Bat Bomb. All right, cool. I'm good. I can continue doing what I have to do. I mean, for a really good player like Gorfai, you probably think that's easy, but you give the controller to your grandma. That's not going to be so easy to do. So these are things you kind of have to pay homage to. That's a very high skilled move there to consistently destroy the Bat Bomb, not just every now and then. Oh, I can destroy it. It's like no, every time you throw it in, it's gone. That's it's very impressive. I'm
Yeah.
impressed.
I'm impressed that unfortunately, I mean Girthquake was trying to use that lag from Morty, hawing out that dirt, just like flexing it out. Trying to use that lag on that move to get in a couple of times here and there as we go to game 3 back to the Bat Cave. But unfortunately not able to do enough to close out game 2. Game 3, we're going in. This is the one that will either move Gorfai on or let Girthquake not be another victim to the Morty menace.
Yeah.
Prepare
This is tough.
I like the
You
run
know,
back. I'm gonna say I like running it back to Batcave. I think Harley looked really comfortable on the stage. This stage specifically against Morty. Girthquake looked like he was able to play his game a little bit more than the last. So I kind of like running it back here.
Yeah, the platform is a bit smaller on Batcave, so I feel like this might benefit Girthquake a little bit more, especially as long as those two cars. Oh my goodness! Don't you? Oh my goodness! As long as those two cars are still in play. But I mean, it looks to me like Gorfai doesn't care. I mean, yeah, sure. Shorter platform, could care less. Kid, eat the plumbus real quick. Trying his best to up air, keep him off the ground if you can. Neutral air or the neutral attack misses. Trying to fall with a grenade, but can't quite do it. Dirt, eat the dirt. Sair, up air misses, and the dare as well. Girthquake back on stage, trying to punish. Misses the dash attack. Eating a couple of fistfuls. No grenade for you, sir. We're still okay. Both players still on the map, doing the best that they can to stay alive. Up air misses. There, dirt hits Sair. Bat Bomb. Oh, he destroyed. No, I thought he destroyed the Bat Bomb, but he did not. Now, Girthquake getting a combo. 115 to 75. Both players at this rate have the opportunity to get a stock. 2 grenades on the map, and no way Girthquake is still alive at this moment. The snakes almost like, the fact that you know exactly where to put the neutral attack, and as Gorfai gets the first stock, that's what's so impressive to play.
Yeah, I mean, like, okay, so clearly Gorfai feeling himself a little bit. I haven't seen. I forgot he had that move. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't seen the plumbus come out in a hot minute.
Seriously,
but like, I mean, ooh, look at that movement. Just barely dodging out of that Louis-town slugger, knowing that if it connects, it's going to kill. But unable to dodge the bat or the what is it? It's a hammer, mallet. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, Gorfai is definitely one of the most technical players that we have in the tournament, especially today. Looking really good, looking real comfortable, able to go in and out of Harley's movement options and attack options, getting a lot of these really good hits. It really feels like Harley, what it kind of feels like right now is that Harley is able to get a couple of stray hits in, which are really important, but every time Gorfai's able to answer with these long strings just like that, this Harley's getting smothered.
Yeah, no, indeed, man. Something I noticed that I really want to give Girthquake props on. I didn't really get the chance to say this in the last match, but if Harley just grabs Bat Bomb, don't throw it in and just run towards Morty, bait out the dirt, and then throw it in afterwards, or just stand in front of him while holding Bat Bomb. Because the thing about it is the Bat Bomb doesn't need to be attached to Morty in order for the explosion to hit. He just needs to be in the range of it. Girthquake did. He did try that. Yeah. He did try it a few times and it did work. So I mean, I don't know. I feel like going forward, maybe again, you know, when you get the bat bomb, don't just toss it in. Hold on to it. Make this a game of chess. You know, where Gorfai has to figure out when you're gonna throw it, how you're gonna throw it, and try to adjust. It doesn't matter though, because it looks like the mallet is able to do the job. I see you, Earthquake. I see you. You're doing it. That's exactly what you had to do.
Girthquake did a really good job of shoving Gorfai into that corner, making sure that Morty had limited options, like I said, and just not letting the Morty run away. That is, Gorfai's been doing a really good job up into the last two stocks there, of making sure every time that Harley tries to smother or tries to, you know, cut Morty off, that there's a hitbox in the way, that there's something, whether it's the dirt, a grenade, his giant fist. Yeah, right. It's just in the way. As we see Gorfai immediately go out swinging, as I say that. I know somebody out there called Morty a camping character. I heard you say it. I heard you. Gorfai's telling you that Morty is a rushdown character. Morty can get in, get a lot of really good damage. So don't let the character choice fool you. Gorfai is getting in and getting so much of this damage himself. Able to get so many hits, unable to connect with the dirt, able to destroy the bat bomb though. As the Harley is able to get a couple of really good hits herself. Combo starting up. Ooh, a lot of damage coming out from both sides as each hit turns into a short combo. Morty getting Harley off stage. This is getting real tense. Looking for the dirt, trying to get the kill there. Unable to do so because of the bomb.
Yeah, I mean, in this case, Girthquake was able to use Bat Bomb to kind of disrupt the play. Oh, and another Bat Bomb has connected. Oh, he dodged it at the perfect time. That is absolutely nuts. Doesn't matter because you still caught a neutral attack to the face, brother. That mallet sent you off stage. But that it's so impressive to see how you can just know exactly when Harley is going to detonate and dodge out of it. That's just the reaction time of these players is absolutely nuts here. Now in this case, Girthquake is at 136. You don't want to catch dirt. You don't want to see anything that's going to get you off, especially the snakes. Oh, what the dare send you where you need to go.
Everything. Yeah.
That's okay. Can't do much about that.
Oh,
ooh. Try to use the nair. Oh no.
I thought the fully charged nair was gonna hit. I'm not gonna lie to you. Oh, look at that. You see Girthquake using the bat bomb to bait out the dirt to destroy it, as he just casually hops over and connects this combo to get another kill, getting a lead for the first time in this set, getting a full lead. Gorfai doesn't want it. Gorfai said, no, wait, no. That's as much of a lead as you're gonna get. I accidentally gave you game 3. Let me get out of the way with the portal. Ooh, tries to cheese with the bomb, but unable to do so. The grenade, unable to connect there. Ooh, dodges out of the way, but Girthquake was ready as they just trade hits back and forth. Ooh, good dodges from Gorfai. Not able to connect with the grenade, but able to connect with the dare. Forcing Harley Quinn off stage over and over again. I didn't even see that bomb connect. This is the thing that cures game number 4. Excuse me.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we're talking. This is match of the night right here. This is series of the night right here. Now we're talking. To be able to see a Harley player get in using the bat bomb, that's 2 stocks.
Did you see Girthquake pull out that last one? I didn't see Girthquake pull out that last bat bomb. I'm not gonna lie to you. I looked at Gorfai and there was a bomb on him. I was like, when did that happen?
When did that happen?
Where did that come from? Some nice sleight of hand coming out of Girthquake to take game number 4 back to back. Gorfai does not want a reverse 3-0 to happen here.
No, reverse sweep will be a terrible way to go out. This is one of those moments where people always say, "Oh, oh, I'm gonna lose full." Listen, man, listen, just play your game, okay? It's not like you don't know how to win a match because
Yeah,
you have
clear.
two. So you just have to kind of get back and just continue to play your game. It's the bad bombs are making the difference here, right? Girthquake is finding ways to get the bat bomb connected to Gorify. That is giving him an advantage. Gorify has to avoid the bat bombs. Does that mean you stop using dirt? Maybe. Or maybe you just hold on to dirt just a tad bit longer, right? Girthquake now is baiting your dirt out. Pulls bat bomb out and you're like, no.
Yeah.
Let's just hold off. Let's see what he does with it. I don't know. I mean, there is definitely a way here. He's just gotta be mindful of that. So yeah, let's take it on. Take it on to game 5, baby. Let's do
Yeah.
it.
I mean, it looks like they're doing some stage select. Gorfine might be taking a little moment, to sit in the tank, just collecting himself,
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to, you know, if emotions are running high, maybe calming it down. Maybe going on Spotify, finding a playlist that gets him in the mood. Gets him in the right headspace.
What are you gonna listen to if you're in this situation and it's time for you to lock in? What do you listen to on Spotify?
Jay-Z Blueprint, for sure. It starts with
Should I expect you that?
It yeah. Honestly, I just listen to like the first 10 seconds of each song going into it. And then I shuffle. Right?
You know what? You might be coming to the cookout, Quang. You might have a plate set aside for you at the cookout.
I'm bringing
You
sides.
just might.
Prepare
Bringing sides.
yourself.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Bringing sides.
I mean, if I put it on shuffle and I skip a couple times and it lands on Renegade, I'm winning. I'm just I'm just saying. I like
You won't be able to tie your own shoes when I'm done.
as we go into the final game of the round. Everyone playing a little bit safer, a little bit slower. First couple of hits go to Morty, but I was gonna say, but Girthquake was almost able to get out of the pressure. Gorify was like, no, I was actually playing last 2 games. My bad. Huge statement coming out of the first stock. Only taking 8 damage even now. That is a huge lead for the Morty player, especially because you know how hard it is to dodge damage from Morty. Almost getting his second stock right then and there.
Oh, using the dirt again as well. I mean, I assumed he was going to get punished. Oh, but the grenade comes out. Neutral attack into the dirt almost to secure the first stock. Sayer from Girthquake coming in again. Sayer again into the mallet. Might be able to. Ooh, using the dodge land, but wasn't quite able to connect. Dare misses into the jab combo. Up bat, and the Louisville Slugger secures the first stock for Girthquake. Still at 120.
Yep.
Gorify is able to. Wait, Gorify already got one? Wait,
You
hold on.
You blinked.
Wait.
I know that you didn't see it happen, and that's okay. I was gonna say no. First stock happened so quick. Gorify made a huge statement right away. It happened in an instant. It was very quick because Gorify wants this game. Knew that he accidentally let a possible situation like this happen. Using all of his tools to get out of that situation. Able to dodge the grenade. That's huge as Girthquake opens up the Morty. Not letting the Morty land for free is very important here. Unfortunately, gets caught out again.
Wow. I like the fact that Gorify hit the little dodge and the little to like flex on him. I see you, Playboy. I see you doing your thing. Hey, that was one hell of a series.
I mean, you blinked.
My favorite.
That's crazy.
I did. I really did. I did. That was my favorite series of the night. Go ahead and put a stamp on that right now. That was insane. Both players fought their heart out for that win. And Gorfai came out on top in the situation. Damn. I I gotta give props to both. I mean, yeah, that was crazy, man. Absolutely crazy.
Unfortunately, on the other side of the bracket, it looks like Anthos continue to have some technical difficulties. DQ'd out of losers quarters, but legend. Moving on. We're gonna see another man. Gorfai's going through the Harley Gauntlet. One, two, three. Another Harley for the Morty player to possibly eat up.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, my Harley maids, we're down bad tonight. Oh, we're down bad.
as a reminder, we do have Dark Knight sitting in losers final, frothing at the mouth, ready to take another victim so he can get back into Grands to get a rematch against Eris,
Yeah,
our Powerpuff Girls player, who's sitting comfortably in Winterside Grands, just watching the chaos unfold underneath him. He's sitting up on his throne right now, waiting for his next challenger.
absolutely, man. Can we give a quick shout out to chat? I feel like we don't do this enough. I feel like we don't take the
Oh,
time enough to just like kind of just like give a little intermission for everyone hanging out with us and watching these matches. I'm sure everyone's taking notes.
shout outs
Either that
to
or
Ajax. Shout outs to
yeah.
Brian, who showed up.
See you, Rico, showing some love for Gorify. I see you. There's a there's a decent bit of like taking notes versus glazing happening, and like that's okay, man. That's okay. We all do it to a certain extent. Show your love, glaze away. It's all good. I would love to know who's everyone's like favorite players. Like who are you coming to see?
When I
Try
watch
to dominate.
Cracked Media MultiVersus,
Yeah, yeah,
there are 3 players that I come watch. I come to watch Mott's because I think Mott's finds new setups every week. Like I was that week that I played, I was in chat just watching, and I had to be like, Mott's, were you going for a combo? Like I straight up just added him. I was like, were you going for a combo extension there? He's like, yeah. I was like, is that true? And he's like, yeah. If the last hit hits, it's true. I'm like, what do you mean that's true? Right? When did you start doing that? Because like as somebody who watches a lot of platform fighters, I'm like, oh man, he's going for that. That's crazy that he's like actively doing that shit. Uh, I come to watch Dark Knight because honestly, between you and me, I have no idea what Stripe does. Like, I know what he does, but watching Dark Knight play Stripe and finding all those angles to get in and just nonstop hitting the opponent, I'm like, this character looks busted. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening, right? And it's very fun to watch. And I
yeah,
also
yeah.
come to watch Brian play. It's exciting to watch the Shaggy goat,
Yeah,
level up week to week. I'm just saying.
do the thing.
No, okay. Like I've said before, I think Brian is a great player, and I like watching him play because he plays different every week, and he does new things to find his openings every week, and it's kind of fun, and it's kind of exciting, you know.
Yeah.
Uh,
As a Shaggy player, Brian is really good at getting those reads, especially in air. That is something I've noticed he does very well compared to other Shaggy players as well. So fair enough.
yeah,
Fair
yeah,
enough.
yeah. Like, yeah, I don't know why the accusations started. Like I said, I've said some choice words, but they weren't out of malice or anything. It was a lot of just me. Like I said, changes it up week to week. Very exciting to play. Play, watch, right? Because not a lot of people do that. Some of the
David
people
Queen.
that do that are in this in this game right now. L Legend, Gorfy.
Yeah. Got a match coming up. I was gonna say, man, hey, listen, at this point, at this rate, just stand on business. You know what I'm saying? Just stand on it. But you know, I got you. I'll let you live. I'll let you live. Again, shout out to chat. We appreciate you guys, man. Getting on to our loser semi-final here, Legend versus Gorfy. Harley versus Morty. Again, best of 5 series. Getting started here. Oh wait, maybe we're not getting started here. What's going on here on the side of Legend? Legend.
Maybe some lag, maybe some hiccups here. Looks like we're gonna be resetting game 1.
Reset.
Now, if you're a Gorfy, right? Are you tired of the Harleys? Are you like, oh, thank God, it's another Harley for me to destroy systematically with the tools that are given to me by the creators of this game, or are you like, man, this is another Harley player that I'm gonna have to figure something out for. Harley's so fast, so annoying to deal with. What options am I gonna have to look out for? What do you feel like is running through Gorfy's mind?
If I'm Gorfy, I think word another best of 3 for me to conquer, just because I don't really feel like Harley is the Morty killer. You know,
Yeah.
I would rather deal with 3 characters that are kind of a neutral, like as opposed to, you know, somewhere I just know is gonna be, oh damn, I gotta really like focus up for this. Girthquake did do a good job of adjusting and using those bat bombs in a different way than he was, you know, previously.
Yeah.
But it still just didn't work out in the end. I mean, if anything, I think those adjustments that were made is gonna help Gorfy just read, you know, you read Harley even better going forward. So
it looks like we have another down air tilt. Harley, I think you might be onto something. Juice, seems like you the correct correct perk going into your games, but Gorfy getting a huge lead right off the bat, unable to get a kill quite yet as Legend gets his pressure started, throwing out that bat bomb, unable to find anything though. Ooh, trying to use that side beat to get something started. Able to knock Morty in the air a couple of times, but at 112, it's not a comfortable place to be. Oh, huge combo though. Good play of the bat bomb here. You want to try to use the bat bomb to, whenever someone is off stage, to kind of force them to make a decision here, right? Do I dodge it? Do I just get up before it can come down? And finding ways to make things uncomfortable is what's going to allow you to really get an advantage, you know, playing Harley, especially against someone like like Morty here. Now, in this case, though, I mean, we're looking at a pretty even match so far on both sides. Legend wants to do his best to try to use the Jack in the Box, but can't quite, unfortunately. Both utility items not doing much. Dirt misses, but the up air is able to come through first stock. Come here on the side of Gorfy. Gorfy, he's adjusted. He's like, hey man, I've been here. I've literally been playing Harleys for the last hour and a half, so he's not necessarily nervous. He's just ready to go. Now at the same time was able to get knocked off, so we're kind of even here at 1-1. The lead in favor of Gorfy here, 10-31. Now a nice combo getting mixed up. You don't want to get, there we go. You're able to get out of that. Not really good if you get caught on that too much here. Gorfy's playing a little bit more aggressive than usual. Definitely wants to smoke. You could clearly see that. And I don't know if this is a matter of respect or what it is, but I guess we're gonna see how this as the series continues, how he adjusts his play. Was able to connect dirt, but could not follow it up too well. Grenade doesn't follow it up. The bat bomb stuck to Legend, but not able to follow it either. Dirt misses. Oh, nice combo. Can you do anything with it? Good read. Gets him up in the air. All right, nice little respectable 20-30 damage there on the side of Legend. stray grenade hit knocks Legend off of stage. Oh, I can't believe that covered. As we see Gorfai look over and over again for these kill hits. Trying to create space. Trying to use that dirt. Oh, unfortunate spacing for Legend. Letting that grenade just pop right behind him. And that was enough to get the kill off the top. Giving Gorfai that stock lead. And Gorfai sitting comfortably at 78 points of damage. Oh, avoiding all of Harley's opening attempts so far and able to even up the damage numbers, but it is a full stock in the favor of Gorfai. Oh, I thought that almost was it. Oh,
Yeah. Almost seemed like, oh, yeah, well, it wasn't.
I was gonna say it probably took one more up air as it did. Gorfai able to close out another game against a different Harley.
Gorfai's making the run.
Gorfai
He's making the run.
Gorfai doing a really good job of being super aware of where Harley's placing her body. We saw some really good dodges from the Morty. I mean, you know, Legend got a couple of really good hits, able to call out the roll a couple of times, but Gorfai changed up the rhythm a little bit, you know, started schmoving a little bit differently, and able to sneak around Harley's bat, Harley's slide. Those legs don't bother the suave man, this man in a tie.
You know,
Morty.
actually, it's kind of like World Destroyer Morty. Actually, but yeah, I mean, yeah, we get the point. Sipping that orange juice, man. Listen, if anyone's sipping orange juice like that, you know that they're psychopaths. So yeah, this is a very good skin choice on the side of Gorfai. I'm not questioning you at all. I can promise you that. Getting into game 2 though, both players get started. The aggression on the side of Gorfai, just trying to make a statement here to to let him know he's not afraid of Harley whatsoever. Nice little spacing to get a jab off, but couldn't follow it up. Jab, grenade, misses. The dash attack. Can't follow it up with the Sair though. The Plumbus comes out for a quick second, but not much. Dirt destroys the bat bomb. And both players trying to figure out that spacing.
I'm not
A couple
gonna lie.
reads if you can.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure if the Plumbus is coming out like intentionally. I'm wondering if he's like it comes out and he's just like fuck it, like he just throws it out anyways. As we see a huge amount of aggression coming from Gorfai, almost getting the run off kill on the side, off the side blast zone. That being said, Legend trying to fight back, but unable to get anything really going quite yet. Ooh, dancing around all of the hitbox that Harley.
Oh my god!
Throwing out, and you know what? A little bit of Indiana Jones action, pulling himself into the Harley, able to connect that down air for his first stock this game.
I would love to see the use of the dodge attack, like dodge attack into the Sair.
Yeah.
On the side of Harley, especially when you're coming up from from the side of the stage. That is one of the best ways to kind of re-engage and get yourself into the match. Oh, you could dodge read like a boss. Okay, let me shut up. You know what you're doing. But yeah, I mean, as far as continuing that aggression, the dodge attacks are so useful. Now, I will say,
Again?
Legend about to catch the same attack. You better not. Oh, okay. Man, losing to the same thing twice is just heartbreaking. Oh, well, I mean, or you can lose to that. You know, there's always that too. Nice dash attack. Oh, I see people trying to pull out the. Oh, nice snake. Nice there. That was cute. The grenade usage on the side of Gorfai has been very nice. It has worked out very well in many situations, but not necessarily the ender of things. I mean, it seems like most players are aware of how dangerous grenade is. So in this case, bat bomb has connected. If you can knock him up and then follow up, there it is.
That's it.
Got your stock.
Yeah, it's kind of been rare at this point to watch the bat bomb actually connect onto Gorfai, since he's been so aware of where the bat bomb has been basically in all the games that he's played up to now against the Harley Quinn. That being said, gets a little bit of aggression going. Harley's starting up her own though. Getting that ignition off. Honestly, the ignition is doing so much damage on the Morty here as Glorify tries to find a combo hit. I really like this like super in your face Morty that Glorify has decided to bring out this game too. That being said, calls out the Harley dashback with the dirt, able to connect that with the up air, and then fishes around, puts the line out a little bit, sees what he can catch, and he found the Harley Quinn, found game 2 as he rips it out of the air.
Nah, I have to agree with you. The aggression on the side of Gorfy has been a breath of fresh air. I don't want to say that he doesn't necessarily respect Legends Harley, but it almost kind of feels that way. I don't want to be the toxic one in the situation. I'm
No.
just calling it as I see it. I just don't feel like he respects it.
I'm gonna disagree with you wholeheartedly there.
Okay.
And the main reason why
Let me know.
The main reason why is that I think Gorify is doing a really, really good job of mixing it up, right?
Yeah.
Because Gorify is a consistently aggressive player. That's not, especially as far as like Mortys go. I'm sure
Sure.
we've all played against a Morty that just is like, I'm gonna dodge 3 times to the left, it's so far away from you, and then I'm gonna throw my grenade, right? But it looks so crazy because Gorify is switching up that timing where he turns it on and closing that space. And whether he's using the dirt, using a grenade, using a fist, axe, snake, gonna
Insole.
spit on you. Yeah, just he just mixes it up every time. And it's really hard to adapt, especially when you're expecting when you have a character archetype like Morty. Tom is another example of that. Marvin's another example of that. Is at the moment that they get in your face and like start comboing you, because all these characters can do that, it throws you off a little bit, and you kind of have to be ready to kind of,
adjust in that moment.
Yeah,
Okay.
but the problem is that like the moment it reverses, it's so scary. I mean, we saw that game. Legend almost brought it all the way back because Glorify went for the aggressive option, just whiffed it a little bit, and Legend now Morty is in a spacing that he's not very safe. He gets hit, gets knocked around a lot, loses a stock or 2, sometimes 3, and it is not necessarily a great place to be. That being said, MultiVersus is a game about trying to take the stock as soon as possible, and that is the best way for Morty to do that. I mean, we saw, those dares.
Yeah.
Huge call out.
Nah, seriously. The the Indiana Jones into the dares is a fantastic move. I can totally see that perspective. I mean, he definitely has played more aggressive than most Mortys will play, and it's almost scary when you realize that a Morty is willing to play so aggressive in that situation. So
I don't remember what that Harley perk does. The side special one.
it turns side special into a dodge.
That's right. Yeah. So, I mean, we might see Legend use that to get past the dirt or some of the grenade pressure. As we go in.
It's interesting because I don't know if they've made it so that when you do that dodge, you can move out of it quickly. It looks like there's really good horizontal momentum with it. I don't feel like that it was that easy when the game first started because I used to use that perk all the time. But we'll see. We'll have to see. Maybe it might be time to revert back to that perk. We'll have to find out.
Yeah, that being said, this is tournament life for Harley Quinn. Gorify has shown time and time again that he knows this matchup. And Harley needs to find his way in to close this stock, but Morty finds the first one. You know, this is where kind of the good become great. Being able to close out these stocks when you really mean to. Not letting the opponent get too high points of damage, because you know every second that they stay alive is another second that they can do damage to. As Harley finally connects and is able to get Morty off the screen, taking the first stock.
Yeah. This is an interesting play from both parties. I am noticing that the dodge on the side of Harley is pretty quick. I feel like it's definitely quicker than what I'm used to seeing. So I might need to go into the lab on that one for a little bit. But nonetheless, we're looking at 39 to about 115 in favor of Glorify here. One up air, and we're talking about a stock. So you want to try your best on the side of Legend to kind of avoid getting hit by dirt or anything too drastic, especially the snakes, grenades. All those things are going to see you flying. Yeah, exactly. Dash attack side attack into the dash attack did not work out. You got knocked off. Now you're down 2-1. What can you do in this situation? 75% on the side of Glorify. You can find yourself getting one nice combo. Let's hit them all. Gonna take a little bit of time here. Okay. All right. Yeah. Second stock.
I mean, connecting that bat bomb is going to be a huge part of Harley's plan. As he goes for the gimp, unable to connect with it though. Connecting that bat bomb is basically how Legend's been securing a lot of these stocks, at least this set so far. Unfortunately, not able to close out a game, but we're even stocks, even percents. This is where Morty is going to struggle a little bit. Can't really take too much risk, but same with the Harley. You know, Glorify has 2 extra games to throw away, technically, and this is last life for Legend. As he finds the dash attack into the Nair, able to connect with the Jack in the Box, unable to find anything though. Oh, Marty trying to go for the kill shot, not able to do so. Both of them dancing around each other really well. One stray strong hit will get the Harley killed, but Harley needs a couple of hits here instead. Trying to chip away at the Morty. Oh, Morty not able to find it.
The dare.
Finds it there.
That's it. The dare, man. Hey, Indiana Jones in your way to a victory. Can't be mad at that, brother. Congratulations. Congratulations to Glorify, who was able to take the series, getting out of the loser semifinal, moving on to the losers final matchup to take on Dark Knight. So now, I'm pretty sure that we've seen Stripe go into a Morty in the past. And if I'm not mistaken, the Stripe that went into a Morty was indeed Dark Knight. And Dark Knight literally ate Morty up. So this could be a pretty tough matchup on the side of Glorify. Now, Glorify doesn't mind playing aggressive when he needs to. So I don't know, man. I'm ready for this match to get started.
Yeah,
I'm ready for this match to get started.
So a couple of things, right? Is that Morty Dirt theoretically, in theory, defensively covers a lot of Stripe's options. That being said, Skateboard eats all of the grenades, eats the snake shot, eats your lunch. You know, that's just like just kind of takes everything away, you know. But Stripe's in a similar weight class as Harley and Morty, you know. So that up air is gonna kill pretty early, especially if he's able to get those stray hits. However, when he starts hitting, he hits really hard, and just like I was saying earlier about the Harley, If he gets in, Morty can't really get away. He doesn't have, a strong, like, Stripe has the self ignition that's on a timer. Harley can attach a bat bomb onto herself to interrupt.
Mm,
Also, Harley's Sayer, even just jabs are really good ways to interrupt uh just full on aggression. Morty doesn't have a lot of that. So like when you're hitting him, you get so much damage off. But it is Gorify's chance to shine. If he takes down Dark Knight, a
all right.
ticket to grand finals to go up against the Powerpuff Girls Eris.
I'm really excited. I'm so happy that there's a Powerpuff Girls in our grand final. I just want to say that really quick. That's got me. Yeah, I love seeing the variety of characters. I mean, we have a Morty and a Stripe in losers final, which I love to see as well. I mean, I know some people will say Stripe is very strong, and that's okay, fair enough. But it's just nice to see a difference. A difference of characters showing up here.
I mean, we are
He's looking at chat right now.
we're definitely seeing a different cast of characters going into into top 8, into top 6. And definitely in losers finals here. Morty versus Stripe going on to Sky Arena. No platforms. I have to imagine that this is slightly better for Morty. But that being said, what do I know? Clearly, Gorfy knows more about this game than I do. Clearly, Dark Knight finds ways in that I would have never imagined. As we see Dark Knight immediately pull out the stack of dynamite. Oh, trying to connect with it on the back side. Unable to do so. Trying to use that chainsaw, actually, more than we saw in the last couple of matches to sneak in on top of Morty's head. Ooh, able to whiff punish. Gets a good 80 points of damage, almost. Just off of that one whiff punish and being able to read Morty's movements. That being said, Gorfy getting great dodge away from that self-ignition. But up attack kills so early, so strong.
Indeed. Yeah. Gorfy was doing a great job of avoiding Dark Knight's tactics to get inside, but it can become overwhelming, at certain times, and I believe it did in this case. Still missing that up air off of the dirt. That was a free fall up that he wasn't able to get, but the dare does come in off of that Indiana Jones whip. So
Yeah.
both players at 1-1. Still, Gorfy sitting at 95, so pretty disadvantaged here. You're going to want to play the smartest, greatest MultiVersus you can play for the next 30 seconds to a minute here, but you're catching a dare here. Oh my goodness. Kind of saved in a sense from Dark Knight, but that up air still manages to get Gorfy off stage. So 2-1 in favor of Dark Knight. His aggression is definitely allowing just the opportunity to kind of do what you want, get inside, have some fun, do your thing, and in a situation where you might be getting juggled around, as long as you have that target on your opponent, the pistol can save you. So it's kind of a comfortable living for the time being, unless Gorfy is able to really pull a rabbit out of the hat here.
Yeah, I mean, we see Gorfy, doing a really good job of now boxing Stripe out of all the options that Stripe wants to do. That being said, it might be a little too late at this point. But Stripe's at 120. That's not a comfortable place to be. But Nora's being 3 strokes down in the game as Dark Knight finally closes out game 1. Dark Knight's doing a really, really good job at dancing in and out of Morty's aggression. I mean, this is a completely different Dark Knight, right? We saw Dark Knight versus Eris, and that was just in your face, 24/7, 7 days a week, including holidays. this is a more calm, collected, part of the Union Stripe.
For collective part of the union.
Yeah, he's making sure he's counting his hours. He's clocking out when he needs to.
He's got fees and everything too. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not working any more than he needs to. And we can see that as he just like dances in and out of these hitboxes. That being said, when he oversteps just a tiny bit, Corporate Morty just kind of gets a couple of swings in there,
Listen, you better be careful before Corporate Morty calls HR. It won't be pretty sad if that happens.
As we've seen even a couple of exchanges from the two, but first blood goes to Dark Knight. 73 points of damage though. That is actually pretty close to kill range for the Morty. If he lands the dirt, that's definitely going to lead into an up air kill. Grenade also being very dangerous at this percent, as we see Gorfy kind of juggling it. Not able to get a good angle on it though, sending the gremlin straight into the ground. Ooh, I thought he was going to try to call out the movement with the up air, unable to do so as Dark Knight doing a really good job of stacking up this damage on Morty. 87 points of damage is not where you want to be, especially when you're down a full stock.
Indeed, this is definitely a rough setup at this moment. I mean, Dark Knight is at 166. Finally gets yeeted off the map. But I mean, at what cost, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Gorfy sitting at 141%. We're not able to finish the kill.
I've never seen that not kill.
Yeah, that's insane. I mean, I definitely thought that was going to be stock number 2, but no, in this case, we're still fighting. We're still doing what we got to do. And both players just trying to side each other up. Dark Knight wants to get aggressive here. Yep, there it is.
I was gonna say, huge whiff from Morty, as Dark Knight, not the kind of player that you want to whiff like that against. He's going to take advantage every single time. That being said, I really like Dark Knight's use of the saw blade. Just really controlling a big part of the stage that Morty wants to exist in. Oh, unable to connect. Morty, Gorfy doing a great job of punishing all the approach options that Dark Knight tries to find as he closes out his own stock there, bringing the game to about as even as you can get in this game.
Gorfy decided to take the fastest nap ever right after getting that stock there. We love a little bit of BMing here at Crack Media. We're gamers, man. You gotta do what you gotta do. It's all about competition at the end of the day. So
Morty does get stamina for resting like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he does recover a little bit of stamina when he's taking his little nap. So,
I was just, okay, all right. Man.
Not
I always
just
saw something different. I'm a little toxic on the inside, so you have to excuse me. It's not like watching Samurai Jack here, because we all know like Samurai Jack gets like that over health, whenever he does that. But and again, well, as we're having a little conversation, Gorfy is able to get game number 2. So listen, Dark Knight was saying, what was that he said? Stripe is number 1. Stripe's number 1. I mean, man, I don't know. This is looking like a pretty a pretty even match at the moment now. Both players using their aggression as much as they can. Obviously, Dark Knight's playing a little bit more aggressive because that's just how Stripe's gameplay is. But Gorfy said, "Hey, it's okay. I'm still here. This isn't going to be as easy as you think it's going to be." Not mad.
I personally cannot believe that you throw an up air there. I can't believe Gorfy was so ready to just catch the gremlin out of the air. But I mean, it pays off. Going into game 3, it's even games, 1-1. Clearly Gorfy, knowing something about the game that I don't, and able to call out Stripe's movement, which is one of the hardest things to do in this game, it really feels like, week to week. As they keep boxing back and forth. Morty really making Stripe regret jumping. He gets the first stock. Immediately
That was
returns, though.
different.
Immediately
That was different. Yeah. Both players were. I mean, they were able to kind of even it up here, but I did not expect Gorfai to start it off the way that he did there. Very impressive to show. Again, I'm not scared of you. Let's throw hands. It doesn't matter. Both players trying to figure out a little bit of spacing here. Dirt misses, catches the bomb to the face. Trying to not out with each other here if you can. Make some sort of connection happen to Saw. Saw blade misses. Into Sayer. Watch the grenade. That can hurt if it touches you. Nice little combo here from Dark Knight. Can't really fall off though. Able to get the up attack. 91? Yeah. And because Morty is such a light character, you're going at that point. There's not really much you can do there, Quinn.
Yeah, I mean, Morty wasn't aware that Gorfai didn't realize that he was in burnout. And when you're in burnout, Stripe's gonna run all over you. Can't really dodge out of his moves. And who's going to let that slide? I know that Dark Knight will not. As Dark Knight finds his rhythm in this the last stock here, or Morty just not letting him breathe. Not letting him breathe.
That game went by quick. That game went by quick.
Dark Knight was a shadow that whole game. Morty went left, he went left. Morty went right, he went right.
Yeah.
Like, man, attached to his ankles.
Yeah,
A
that
convincing
was
game
indeed. That game went by much faster than we had expected. It's kind of reminiscent of the Girthway Glorify series here. Yeah, I mean, at this point, we're looking at Dark Knight with series lead. This is essentially, this could be it. If Dark Knight is able to get this win, moving on to the grand finals, and going to be able to get that good old rematch versus Ares' Rowdy Rough Boys.
Yeah, I mean, well, he definitely wants to run back here. As we see him trying to open up the Morty. It looks like Gorfai's playing a little bit more patiently here, but the movement from the movement from Dark Knight not quite landing anything. I mean, we see Morty just Gorfai just turns it on randomly. It really feels like as over and over again, just this sudden burst of aggression, catching people off guard and leading to huge damage numbers. But it's kind of hard to come back from the gremlin just shooting at you, especially when you're kissing the blast zone there.
Yeah, that pistol is such a great way. You know, I've played matches against my friends where I've used Stripe, and being able to get a confirm using the pistol can really tilt a player if you're not aware of how effective it is. So it has been quite hilarious to see some of my friends just kind of give up mid game because of certain attacks. You just have to know how effective it is. Hey, but nonetheless, Glorify says that's okay. You get your stock, I'm gonna get mine too. 32-0. This is still a pretty even match. It's not over by any means. Dark Knight is using that saw to try to get in, but kind of bait it out. Kind of bait out the aggression to see how you're going to react after it. Love the fact that there are platforms on this map that he can use that saw blade to kind of just interrupt you and really give you some sort of distraction to think about as you're trying to make your next move. Good use of the bomb there. Can't quite do much with it afterwards. That's okay. Grenade connecting, trying to connect Dirt, but the saw comes in. Dark Knight doesn't follow up though.
I really like what Gorfai is doing and changing at the heights that he's attacking at over and over again. That's how he finds his next kill there too. Just catching Spike with the dirt, really paying off dividends. Gorfai's not ready to go home. I guess he might probably home. Not ready to be out of the tournament. Oh, trying to find a little bit of aggression as he's stacking up the damage on Stripe. Stripe trying to find the hit, trying to find his momentum into the next stock, but Glorify not letting up on the gas. Ooh, the chainsaw hits though. 153 from the Morty.
Yeah, Dark Knight is kind of using the same move set to get inside, and Gorify was reading it, but it didn't matter in that situation. I mean, once you get off stage, is a different question from when you're on stage, right? When all your resources are handy, you're not really panicking about which move should I use to get back. You're kind of just focusing on getting the setup. Off stage though, different situation, different scenario. You can always mix it up. So both players now doing a little Macarena, trying to figure out who's going to come inside first and play into the air. Gorify is not done. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a game 5 and losers 5. This is okay. I mean, initially, I definitely thought the aggression from Dark Knight might be a little too oppressive. Initially, it seemed like it was, but now, what are we talking about?
I mean, I think it's just a couple of reads here and there that really were the difference. That being said, Dark Knight. I mean, I guess we're in the last game. Both players need to close out this game. Both players need to lock in and load out. But we are going into game 5, Glorify versus Dark Knight. Morty Smith versus Stripe the Gremlin. Oh, how are we?
Is this last name really Smith?
Yeah.
I had no idea. Genuinely. No idea.
As we see a couple of stray hits landing on the Morty. Morty returning the favor though, right then and there. Able to pull out the dynamite, unable to connect with it though. It really feels like Dark Knight's not finding his rhythm quite yet. As I say that though, immediately does so. Trying to bait out the dodges. Gets a couple of good shots off, but unable to close out the stock quite yet. The dodge through into the pistol shot.
Ugh.
That was tech. That was
nasty. Ugh. Dark Knight uses some aggression there to just say, no, you stay there. I like that. I like it. Now, still, Gorify is not afraid. Gorify still in here trying to do his best, throw some hands, using dirt, but was able to follow up with the up air. And now Dark Knight is on the aggressive side. Doesn't care. Dark Knight is here to win it. He wants to go back to the winners bracket. That's what he wants to do. That's what we're seeing right now. 97% was able to read that dirt, stop right on time. Dark Knight doing what he can to stay on, avoid the grenade if he can, misses the dirt, catches the saw. Just one well placed combo up in the air, follow it up with the pistol. This could be it. You gotta think Gorify is Gorify nervous? Is Gorify still focused? Can't lose full quite yet, right?
No, can't. I mean, Glorify definitely needs to win this.
So
Hello?
all right, for sure. Hey, Dark Knight, you did your thing. Game 5 just came alive. The Matrix plugged in.
Instant transmission. Just beep was there and just Cap swatted him into the blast zone right there.
That was different.
That was a statement. That was him looking at. He closed out the game. Now he's staring at Ares in the eyes, being like, "You're next."
Staring back at him.
You know, he's like, you took winners finals. I'm about to reset the bracket. I'm about to 6-0 you. Is what he's trying to tell him. You know, he's trying to
Oof.
really bring it to Eris as we lead into grand finals. I don't have predictions.
Grand
If winners finals hasn't showed anything, I have no idea what's gonna happen. I'm gonna try to talk very fast.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to make my points very short and succinct.
We're gonna be auctioneers,
But
essentially for this.
but all I know is that there's gonna be a lot of aggression, a lot of quick stocks, and we will eventually see the winner of Cracked Media MultiVersus number 14. This is the longest part of the match. It's just waiting for them to pick their perks. Is that not?
Basically, this is 100% the longest part of the matchup because everything else is going to go by like a breeze going forward. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys are ready. Grand finals, Cracked Media MultiVersus singles tournament number 14. We have Dark Knight versus Eris TV. Let's get this going. Starting with the neutral air with the dash attack. Missing the up special, but another neutral air. That nair from Power is so strong.
First blood goes to Stripe.
Oh no. No one could have seen that coming, but it happened anyways. I mean, that's like we get it. The pistol can be strong in certain situations, but you don't really expect it to kill at such an early percentage. But in this case, it definitely did. Dark Knight. Oh, Dark Knight with the read. I might be able to get back on stage.
Eris trying to go for these reads off stage with the uppercut, but unable to connect with any of them. Stripe lunging forward, trying to find any purchase here to close out a second stock. Not trying to lose his next one. Oh. Ooh, thought the girls were gonna teleport to that location. This is the highest percent I've seen in this matchup so far.
Indeed, both players are sitting above 90%. This uppercut, if done, it's interesting that the uppercut was done by. Okay, well, all right, well, the dash attack finishes it off. That's okay. That's totally fine. That's what we expected. Something similar to of the sort. 139 to 24. At this point, I mean, if Eris take no way that just happened. Was that an SD?
That looked like an SD. I can't imagine what would have hit him into the bottom blast zone there. As Eris does not stop. No mercy from the Powerpuff Girls. Keeping Stripe, but the counter attack secures that second stock. Feels bad to lose one for free, but you know, if anybody can do it at this percent, it is the Stripe. And it is Dark Knight.
It is indeed.
But it seems like Eris is keeping up the aggression, not letting Dark Knight breathe. That being said, Dark Knight finally finds his in with a couple of strong hits. Unable to connect, but trying to play carefully. Not able to escape the aggression that is Eris. Game one's the longest that we have seen between these two players. We're going straight into game two. One game up for Eris. Eris wants to call it a night, it feels like. Eris doesn't want her back reset. Eris wants the crown and wants the... He's taking a straight line, you know, shortest distance between A and
B. Literally, Eris is like, listen, man, I got some anime to watch. Like, can we hurry get this over with? Crunchyroll's calling my name. I need to go ahead and end this quick. Apparently, this is just so. The aggressive play from both these players. Like, both players are just like, I don't care. Either you're gonna knock me off, or I'm gonna knock you off. Both ways, someone is gonna say hello to the blast zone. And here, Dark Knight almost had a little bit of an advantage. Uses the saw to kind of create some distance. Can't quite follow it up though. Both players playing off stage. Oh my fucking! and was able to lose. The first time you almost fell off, I thought, wow, that was really close. You almost lost it there, kiddo. And then right after that, followed up with an up air special. And now Dark Knight gets his own combo off to get Eris off the map as well. Both players just using the same aggression as they as they do, and it's working in both favors in a sense, right? It really this is just a matter of who gets lucky first.
Yeah, it's just getting these reads, making sure that they catch out the dodge, catch out the not dodge. Because we've seen
Oh my
Eris
god.
waited for Dark Knight to make an option, and the option he chose was nothing. Eris was ready. But he returns the kill right back. It's last stock of game 2. Dark Knight wants to make sure that Eris doesn't get this lead. Oh, but Eris says, I need to get this damage. I'm going to knock you back off over and over and over again until you die.
What?
Okay,
Dude.
I'm gonna take control of the mic just real quick, just to kind of step by step. Eris fast fell to make Dark Knight think that he was gonna dare. Dark Knight dodged up, because that's what you do when you're about to get spiked. Eris, knowing that he was baiting out Dark Knight's dodge, immediately up airs, and that comboed beautifully into the kill. That was some mind games. That was some. I'm gonna do this. He read checkmate in 16 is really what just happened. He was thinking moves ahead.
So one of my favorite things about this game is watching these players at this level make these reads that you don't even think about until you see it happen, and then you go, well, yeah, it makes sense to do that. But why did I ever think about doing that? It's just how it is when you're watching the best of the best go at it, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I can't wait to the day that we can see something like this happen on land, because I want to be there in the moment to be able to react, to be able to scream and cheer like everyone else is gonna do. Yeah, this is insane. 2-0 already in favor of Eris, and he's able to pull up the first stock.
Oh my god.
There it is.
Pure aggression. Stripe able to return the kill. Once again, this is just a real back and forth. But Dark Knight really needs to be able to find a lead somewhere to close out and make sure that he does not go home quite yet. Oh, as the huge whiff allows Stripe to get a lot more damage here. Trying to read the movement, unable to connect. That down attack really just making Stripe struggle. Ooh, Dynamite bails him out though there.
The dash attack though, can he follow up properly? Hits the up air, and it's another one to keep him off stage. 2-1 in favor of Eris. Not much more work here. Nice dare. Damn it, it's no way.
Good night.
Bye y'all.
I love beating people.
Congratulations to Eris for claiming first place.
Damn.
Good night. Valiant effort. I mean, they're all close games. Let's be very clear here. It's a 3-0. It's what we would call a close 3-0. No Johns, no excuses. Eris just happened to take it. Each game, Eris clutched up is really what happened. And when you clutch up in grand finals, you take the dubs.
Take the dubs.
I don't think there's much more to say. So I'm going to bed. I don't know about you, Juice, but
Yeah, indeed, man. Hey, shout out to Eris. You kicked ass this week, man, and I mean, shout out to everyone who came by, who tried their best, who fought. Shout out to chat, everyone. This is a great, this is a fantastic week, man. I can't wait for the vibe to go up. I gotta watch these matches over again.
all right. That has been myself and Juice casting I hope everyone has a good night. Don't forget, the Powerpuff Girls are just a fictional character. They can't hurt you because they're not real. Have a good night. Bye, all.
With every journey, there's a road. You never know where it goes. But as long as I'm with you, I'm home. With every sunrise, there's a spark lighting up in our hearts. Letting go of our past, what's left to lose? So take my hand, don't let go. This is gonna be a long road, but it's nothing that we can't survive. So hold my heart before it breaks. I feel the ground begin to shake. Oh, there's nothing that we can't survive. But there's nothing that we can't survive. There's nothing we can't survive. With every heartbreak, there's a choice. Forgive or forget, but never lose your voice. But as long as I'm with you, we can find the truth. With every sunset, there's a sky reminding us to never give up the fight. Letting go while I hold on to you. So take my hand, don't let go. This is gonna be a long road, but it's nothing that we can't survive. So hold my heart before it breaks. I feel the ground begin to shake. Oh, there's nothing that we can't survive. But there's nothing that we can't survive. I keep holding on, I keep holding on. 'Cause there's nothing that we can't survive. You told me all of your thoughts. Some words did hurt me. I'd stop the world for a while just to hear you speak, to hear your dreams. The lights turned off and we just held each other close.